GMGT big, 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 where the culture lives. Big, big, vibes big, big, big. GMGT, oh, it is what it is. Smartin.
Going live soon on Facebook, YouTube, and Mixcloud. Good music, good times, where the culture lives. The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous, and right now you're listening to good music, good times. Good music, good times, where culture lives. Somebody say, "Abo."
Ungrateful, unfaithful, never wanna see your plate full. Be careful, big man thing. They never love it when they get to youth win. The same ones they go play victim, and the same ones who you applaud and skim. No snakes man lay down in a bed with, quick to come share split. Don't you break bread with, we'll put shot in your helmet when you can't give them your last. They will treat you like trash. Stop hailing when them a pass. What kind of friendship? Just be careful of the ones you love the most. When you need them most, swear to God them never close. Be careful of the ones them around you. Anytime loyalty get tested positive, they will disown you. Be careful of the ones you love the most. Just be careful. Say them are your friend but not support you. Not saying they're supposed to. Sell a bag of weed, them room report you. Bring all the friends them to your front door. Don't go on like say you don't know. Them boy will cut you through too. The mongrel dog you give the bone to will turn round bite you when you're not low. Something really wrong with mankind. They don't wanna see man shine. Look out for the sign. Got up the heart can't clean with lies. Be careful of the ones you love the most. When you need them most, swear to God them never close. Be careful of the ones them around you. Anytime loyalty get tested positive, they will disown you. Be careful of the ones you love the most. Just be careful. Ungrateful, unfaithful, never wanna see your plate full. Be careful, big man thing.
Where do you go? Don't you need my love, baby? Why can't you come on and let us play? When are you going to come my way? What sort of things they've been telling you? I got to stop them from compelling you, girl. They just won't stop me from getting you. Give me a try, 'cause I know that things will be great. Me, your mind, don't deny. True love never dies, only creates. I'm gonna take you right there. Love for a lifetime. I'm gonna make your life so clear. Girl, gonna make you mine. I'm gonna take you right there. Love for a lifetime. I'm gonna make your life so clear. Gonna make you mine. Tell no lies, don't you cry, no goodbye. Just won't work. Stars in the sky, love so nice, look in your eyes, girl. So much you worth. I'm not stupid, I'm not a fool. Know what I'm doing, I'm into school. Keep a firm grip on what you hold. more valuable than a pot of gold. I'm gonna take you there, oh Lord, for a lifetime. I'm gonna make your life so clear. Oh, gonna make your mind, girl. I'm gonna take you there. Oh, love for a lifetime. I'm gonna make your life so clear. Give me a try, 'cause I know that things will be great. Be your mind, don't deny. True love never dies, only creates. Give me a try, 'cause I know that things will be great. Be your mind, don't deny. True love never dies, only creates. Where do you go? Don't you need my love, baby? Why can't you come on and let us play? When are you going to come my way? What sort of things they've been telling you? I got to stop them from compelling you, girl.
So I want to say a pleasant good morning to everybody that's locked in. As you guys know, we've been off for the last few days, and we had a full disclosure. We had a little COVID scare at the studio, and we took the precaution to, make everybody get tested, and we wanted to, just make sure everybody's safe. So we're gonna try a little something special today. So the people that's locked in early, don't worry, we still got the show going. So we'll be right back, taking a few more songs. It's the wake up call. Consuela, ALMABOY, Storm, Priscilla, and we're gonna try something a little bit different. So let's see what happens. All right, coming right back after this.
Yo, here for us, bro. Don't know how we go to when the 2 days reach and we can line, yeah. Ha, what we go do when the 2 days reach and we have to stay inside? Say what we go do when the 2 days reach and we have to stay inside. Catch me dabbing in the morning, dress up in the evening, waving a glow stick in the night time. 'Cause I really miss a good time. Just imagine that 2 days was never enough. Now how long we waiting, anticipation been building up. I know you telling me a whole carnival junkie, everything one time is shot. No start to feel jamish. No bum bum shaking, no still punjamming, no juve morning, my heart aching. But I don't mean to say I don't jam in where I day. Can't go on the road, go jam wrong yet, 'cause I love carnival. What we go do when the 2 days reach and we have to stay inside? Say what we go do when the 2 days reach and we have to stay inside. I swear to never complain when parties start again. I miss fighting for drinks by the bar. I miss fighting on Wall Street when hunger strike me hard. Ooh, just imagine. No bum bum shaking, no still punjamming, no juve morning, my heart aching. But I don't mean to say I don't jam in where I day. Can't go on the road, go jam wrong yet, 'cause I love carnival. What we go do when the 2 days reach and we have to stay inside? Say what we go do when the 2 days reach
Good morning. It's the wake up call. ALMABOY, CONSUELA, yours truly, Kareem. I'm here. We're still waiting on Priscilla and Storm as official co-hosts. Good morning to everybody. We're back. We're trying to do this thing remotely. We're gonna jam one more and then we're gonna come back into the nitty gritty of everything. So good morning again, once again, to everybody out there who sent their well wishes, who inquired. Everybody's doing fine. Everything is good so far. So thank you for inquiring. It's the wake up call. Yours truly, Kareem, ALMABOY, CONSUELA, SOCA Enthusiast, Storm. We coming right back at you. And I wish I had this thing going. Yeah, here we go. Coming right back at you after this. All right, let's go.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze.
Okay, so we're gonna say good morning for the final time, and you know we're gonna have Curtin for certain, aka ALMABOY, come in and do his welcome monologue. Good morning to everybody. This is the wake up call. We were off for the last few days. A lot of people inquired, so we want to say thank you for all the people that reached out, messaged, you know, sent well wishes. We definitely appreciate that. Shout out to everybody on the outside right now. Y'all know what it is, man. Good music, good times. GMGT. It's where the culture lives. So we're gonna do this show a little bit remotely this morning. Yeah, we're gonna put some technology to work. I like when everybody's in the same room. I like the camaraderie, the friendship, it feels a little different. But we're gonna be safe today until we get everybody sorted out. Like I disclosed earlier, we had a little bit of a COVID scare at the studio, so we took the precaution and made sure everybody went and got tested, and we cleaned and sanitized before we reopened. So this is where we are right now, and this is what it's gonna be. So we're about to get the show started. Still missing 2 more people, but the show must go on. All right, so good morning to everybody. We're about to get this started. Let's go.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
All right, so we're gonna get this little instrumental going in the background. Some Monday morning motivation. Shout out to everybody on the outside. Good morning, Storm. Let me see if I can turn you guys on. And here we go. All right, guys. Audio in. You guys are plugged in.
I don't know. I'm trying to get this light right, but it's not. We might have this from my bathroom.
Okay.
You're good.
Storm, we hearing you. You're good. I'm seeing you. Everything is plugged in. I got curtain
Make up the battery in and everything.
What battery are you talking about?
I don't hear Kareem.
You're not hearing Kareem all of a sudden.
Oh, I disappeared?
No.
That's not good.
Hey.
Hi, Consuela.
Good morning, Rob.
It seemed like he muted us.
Oh no, I didn't mute anybody.
Is this good?
Yeah, you're perfect, babes. You're perfect.
Wow. I'm hearing you guys.
Thank you. Good morning, Consuela. How are you?
Hold on.
Good morning. Give me 1 second. I'm making my tea.
Wow.
I think he's trying to.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. Let me talk to my chat room. Are you guys hearing the Wake Up team that's remote?
I guess he muted us for a bit. I don't know.
You know, can't do nothing with my cup of Joe.
I don't know why these guys are not
I gotta get mine.
I don't know why these guys are not hearing me. They should be hearing me. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick pause. Come right back. Yep, everybody's hearing everything. So
yeah, we're not hearing you. I'm seeing me on screen, but I'm not hearing.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
I'm seeing you twice.
I'm gonna try to figure out why they're not hearing me, and then we're gonna come right back.
He sound like he's singing. Watch him.
I'm gonna come right back. I'm trying to figure out why these guys are not hearing me when they should be. So y'all know what it is, man. Stay right there. We're gonna be right back after this. All right.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Rude girl. What you say? You're the first person I call when I want sweet loving round here. My intentions for ball around when me put it on you. My one wipe on it to let realize me when you squeeze up to make climax. That way you tell me say you love me this romance. My love when you kiss and talk.
want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And we're about to jump back into it. Let's try this again. The morning show, we're going virtual today. So everybody that's locked in, I want to say thank you for locking it in this morning. And let's try this experiment all over again. Everybody's up early. Some of y'all still have kakaji in your eyes, you know. So we're going to work with it. Yeah. Let me see if I can put y'all hearing me now. Is everybody hearing me now?
Good morning.
Good morning. Is everybody hearing me now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what was wrong with y'all sets, but I'm about to.
Nothing ever wrong with my set. Nothing ever wrong with my set. Nothing. Especially in the morning.
I'm sitting right next to my
I'm
Wi-Fi.
not even admitting to anything.
Courtesy Verizon Fios.
Oh wow. This is how we doing it. This is how we doing it. All right. Let's see. Oh, well, your file sucks, girl, because your video is the worst of all three.
Absolutely not. Nope. That's what y'all not gonna do to me. Hold on now. Hold on. That's what you're not gonna
Curtin
do.
video is coming in like amazing.
Curtin, what are you using?
Oh, okay.
It's
I have no idea.
It's amazing.
Right, same thing too. It's amazing.
All right, let's
reset.
Let's try to go to the screen and see what we get out of it. All right. Oh, Curtin looks amazing.
All right.
Let's see.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, sir. So, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Curtin, you can do the honors.
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, beautiful people. I tried to see how I can do like a freestyle thing right now.
Yeah.
You know, take it as y'all get it same way.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hey Marie, I'm gonna make sure everybody. Good morning, Kelly. Listen, I ain't gonna even go into it. You know, I feel so proud and I feel so good that everybody was reaching out to me over the past few days, wondering how everybody's going on the show, and GMGT is doing something special.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have something you can give a round of applause to us. Let me feel good that people are actually, you know, yeah. I feel proud to be a part of such a wonderful team. Yes. And Kareem.
Yeah.
And even if somebody offer you $2 million and you get rid of us, it's okay. We enjoy the time that we
that stuck with you, bro.
Yeah. I thought about it some more over the weekend. I actually saw something and it related, and I'm saying, look at that, a post I saw, and basically I was trying to answer to the person. You know, you can't take it personal. Certain things is just business moves. And it was amazing that I saw that post yesterday with somebody fussing over, you know, a decision that management made. And it hurt, I understand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, this is the capitalist place we live in America, and sometimes it's just what it is. It's nothing personal, you know?
Yeah, but if such a situation comes up, it's not gonna be an easy decision for me. I can tell you that, because part of the reason why I decided to start something like this was to get away from things having to be just business, you know? I wanted to look at something higher besides the money, you know? Like taking care of people, making sure people couldn't afford to take care of their family, and, you know?
Yeah.
So this was the motivation. Can somebody get, you know, like Fios Plus or Fios Extra?
You know what? What you're not gonna do is come for me, okay?
Yo, man.
Hold on, because y'all not gonna keep playing me this whole show.
Box. Just put a little closer to the box.
So she might be on.
I'm right next to the box.
She might be on Fios Lite.
Maybe the lighting and the connection and everything combined.
Don't worry, she will get it straight.
And you notice, as I came back, I realized you guys are not seeing my video, and I have no idea why not.
You have Fios too.
Well, true. That might be the common thread.
So let me say good morning to everybody that's on so far. Kelly, good morning. Amari, good morning. Steffi, Good morning. I know if my Mixcloud or my iPad a little behind, I ain't seeing some people I know normally. So Kareem, just do your thing now.
No, it's not behind. Spice50, aka Carol, good morning, darling. Patsy, good morning. Molly, good morning. Berthel, Hurricane, good morning. Good morning. Steffi,
Kelly, good morning.
Steffi 473, Kelly, good morning. I think I covered everybody. If anybody else is there, they're incognito. They're refusing to say anything.
Good morning, everybody.
And the Facebook on, how we doing on Facebook, on YouTube, and the audio.
Yeah, the audio is on.
Facebook is up.
Facebook is up. Yep.
Right. So good morning to everybody.
Let's see. Let me go jump in here. Oh yeah, we got a few people on Facebook too. So let me say good on YouTube. So good morning to the single person on YouTube and the few people on Facebook. Good morning to you guys. It's a wake up call. What we calling this? Okay, Consuela is gone. She muted her video. So did Storm.
I'm here. I don't know why you're not seeing me.
We know why. Try ending the call and come right back in the room and see how we do for that. So let's talk. What time is it now? 6:30. Let's jump into some things. First of all, everybody in the islands, good morning. Oh, yes. Janelle, now you're cooking with gas.
All right, good job.
And I will turn up the fire skill.
Yeah. That fires have a capital F now. Let me see what I can say to my people on Facebook real quick. Let's acknowledge the people over there. Where are y'all? Facebook. Jenny, good morning. We have a Michael Lambert here. Good morning. Stephanie Neves, good morning.
I know Grimes was on there this morning.
Nadine and Grimes, good morning. Good morning, guys. Y'all know what it is. Lincoln Walker, good morning. So I don't know, for the people that's just joining us, the reason why we're doing the remote, we had a COVID scare at the studio, and for the most part everybody is good and okay. So I'm just going to disclose that again. That's the reason why we didn't do any shows this weekend. We allowed people to get some time to get tested, and we also did a clean down of the studio, making sure everything is wiped down, Lysol and everything. I even did some Windex, cleaned the glass too. So yeah.
You went in.
Yeah, I went
in.
You
did full cleaning.
Yeah. So I think we're almost there. We're gonna give it another 2 days. We have a few tests that's outstanding still, and we're gonna give that a few more days, and then hopefully by Wednesday we'll figure out what the situation is, who can come back in physically, and what are the steps we're gonna take to kind of mitigate a further reoccurrence of something like that. For the most part, I think this has been not a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us, while I think we know that the virus exists, and we do believe that, and we have taken precautions. I think the last few weeks we have gotten a little bit complacent.
Yes.
Around, because even in the studio here we have we have the wipes, we have the sanitization, right?
Yes.
And then we've installed the paper towel dispensers where you don't even have to use hands and stuff like that, just to make everything a little bit more
sanitary.
Sanitary, where things can't spread that easily. But I think we've let our guard down because we've been mostly spared of anybody being infected, so it gives us a little bit more perspective.
Yes.
Give us an alarm, like, hey, we're back.
Like, hey, keep your guard up. So everybody's good, and once again I'm going to say thank you to the people that did inquire and reached out. So we appreciate that. Lida Alexander, good morning on Facebook. And let's jump into it. What do we have on the forefront? Anybody else got anything to say?
Before you jump in, let's the people in the islands know that we move back in time.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit later there now.
Oh for that.
Yeah. So I was getting messages very early one day if we're doing a show and all this good stuff.
Right.
So yeah,
Because
just let you know
our
that
6
we have
o'clock is
we
now
moved
there
back.
7, right?
Yes, yes. So just for that. Yeah. So let's tomorrow we don't even pretend like
Can we
trying
talk
to
about the
ignore.
Trump rallies this weekend, though?
Yeah. Well. Any on election is in the house right now. Is the thing. Tomorrow is the big day. Well, at least we think tomorrow. Well,
D-Day
is D-Day, but a
Tomorrow,
lot of
I'm going to vote here in America, the first time ever.
Nice.
I approve this message.
Let me give that. Yeah.
Same for me as well.
Where's
So
the
I'll
other?
share the clap with you.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that too. You guys doing well.
That sounds like static. I want a round of applause.
That is.
That was a
applause.
round of applause.
Yeah, that was it.
Like, Storm, are you on Fios too?
No, she's on Optimum.
No, she is on Fios.
She's on
I'm
Optimum.
on fire.
Oh, no wonder it sounded like static. So I'm gonna vote tomorrow, and tomorrow is gonna be my second time voting. Yeah, I voted in 2016 for Hillary Clinton, and I'm gonna vote tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get to there early.
Yes.
The last time I voted, it wasn't even a long process because I voted late in the evening. I voted it was almost to the close, about an hour before the polls closed, and it was a pleasant experience. There's been record numbers
91.6 million.
Voted already.
Which is
that was 93.
voted
That
already.
was 93.
I think it's 2/3 over what
Yeah, it was 60
what we
something.
did in 2016.
Yeah, 60 something million people voted early in 2016,
Yep.
and we already passed that. And
Sure did.
wow, I'm just
It's a testament to how people really feel.
Yes.
I promise you, if it wasn't that Trump was president or could be nominated, could go up again, I wouldn't even be voted.
yeah.
You feel that strongly, he cannot go back.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna lose the popular vote.
I mean, but he lost the popular vote the last
Yeah,
time.
but
so
I
what's the
think he's
difference?
gonna lose the popular vote resoundingly. He lost it by 3 million votes.
3 million.
I think
last
it's gonna.
time.
I think it's gonna be more this time. I think it's gonna probably be over 10 million votes this time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be at least 10 million votes or more.
I don't be surprised if it isn't, because I feel like a lot of people say that they're not voting for him, but it's like the last time. But we're gonna see.
Oh no, 3 million was a lot.
Yeah,
I
to
was
lose.
about
To
say
lose.
humans are
It's a lot, but he's
for
still.
popular vote.
Yeah, but the way the electoral college is set up, he could still lose by 10 million votes and still win.
And win. Yeah.
And win. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
which is
question. Let me just ask on it. Do you think we should do away with the electoral college?
it's for me.
Yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
say,
Because my understanding of what the whole election process is, how they count it. So they have you're gonna see when you go to the ballots, they have other names up there other than Biden and Trump. And you can also write in whoever you want. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Those are the only 2 presidential nominees. Why are we thinking about voting anywhere else? So from my understanding, even if you vote for those other people, say if they're from the Democratic Party or whoever, we would want them to go to those people who's actually nominees, but they're not doing that, which makes it difficult when counting the votes.
Right.
Because you're counting unnecessary people.
I don't even understand enough of the electoral college to have a full opinion.
I think we should do that. We should get somebody on that actually know it, and people could write and ask their questions, because I think we are all a little confused. I've asked several people exactly what is it, and it's hard. I have no great answer.
So I know the purpose of the electoral college, but
Yes,
you
but
see
how it works,
right? And if who's on the ballot versus who's not, and if somebody gets a percentage of the vote, how many of the electorate goes to them, and so those like inner workings, I'm not too sure, and I think I'll probably do a better job at trying to get
information on that.
Yeah. Something. Go ahead, Cotton.
The last two Republican candidates lost the popular vote.
Yeah.
Right, the last two. So before that, it was really that way. It's most of the time the electoral college and the popular vote kind of go,
right. They hand in hand.
They matched up hand in hand. And we're the only democracy I think that does it that way. That everywhere else, popular, the most votes win. That's what. So as much as like, okay, well, we need a deeper understanding of it, but this is kind of what makes you feel like my vote don't really matter here in New York.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a lot of feeling that originally with my lack of understanding of the things, New York gonna be Democratic anyway, and even if we win by 5 million here in New York, it's still it's the same 29 or electoral votes we get in regardless of my one vote. So I think that had a lot of people complacent with voting, especially in New York and California and these places which show to go for Democrats. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always, it was amazing to me the first time hearing that when that first elect with Bush and Gore, and knowing that Bush Gore had the popular vote, and then they were waiting on Florida. 500 and something votes really basically just took the thing for Bush, and it was kind of and like, what the hell is America doing at that time to me, And look at that, Trump lost by 3 million votes and still won the election. How do you really?
They make it complicated or just loopholes just so if they want to sway it one way or the other, they can.
Right. But from what I'm hearing too is that it kind of not make let's say the smaller states feel like they're not as important.
Right.
That's what
the electoral
is
based on population.
Right.
Not size.
Right. So it makes everybody. That's one of the positive things they say about it, that it makes every state feel. But look at things right.
Go ahead.
But how much? Go ahead. I'm not here.
No, go ahead. It's okay.
So how many times, like, what the electoral college does is, like, I feel it makes some of these politicians work, especially the presidential candidates, work less. How much times have they been to even New York or to hear my concerns?
Because I feel like too, because certain states are just gung-ho, this is the way they're gonna go. So they always go for the flip-floppy states. They go for Florida. They go for is it Pennsylvania or what?
Ohio, Pennsylvania, Florida. Yeah, these are the battleground states, as they will call it. So I'm asked.
The thing about smaller states being feeling less significant than like New York or California, the president represents us individually. You have your state, the people that you vote for the state. So it shouldn't matter if we have 3 million here and you only have 100,000. Like, he represents Americans at that point, not states. So like at that point, we're not thinking, well, Alabama has less people, not Alabama, sorry. But California has a certain amount. We have a certain amount. Our vote should count for less because we have more people. Like, it just doesn't make sense that way. Like, he's not representing states; he's representing individuals, and we're supposed to vote that way.
Right.
Yep.
Now, I've seen another story about the whole voting thing, the early voting part. A young lady voted and then she died.
Oh yeah.
And now they're kicking out the vote. So is if you vote and you die, that vote is no longer valid in a few states. So it's not every single state, but in a few states. What are your thoughts on that?
Wasn't that the same issue, one of the same issues that happened in Florida? Because now they're doing early voting, and they were trying to not make you do the mail-in ballots, but that's what they were doing in Florida a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
But
they were doing the mail-in ballots for all their dead relatives and stuff, the Republicans. There was a story about that.
Okay, we understand. I understand that they will, trying to separate that. But if you tell me voting begins at a certain time, this is what you said. Voting begins at this time, early voting on the day. I think it should come. I talk about your dead relatives from when.
You don't have to sort that out. Like you gotta.
No, but because she was alive when she casted that ballot, so she was very aware of what was going on.
Early voted count. Early votes is a part of it. So why even have that if?
Yeah. All right. So I think we lost Curtin there for a few, or did we lose the whole panel? I think we might have lost the whole panel there for a few. Let's take a quick musical break and we're going to try to come right back. All right, GMGT. We coming right back. We're going to continue this conversation and let's see what we got.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Some boy might be sick in them head, sick in them head. Some boy might be sick in them head, sick in them head. Some boy might be sick in them head, them not hold no meds. You see say man a rasta, no man a rasta, me nah no imposter. You can't run from the other, come on a heal up the father, the Lion of Judah. Some man a move like idiot. Tell them the liquor school girls them stop read that. The rape thing we no read that. So if you ramp wrong me family, you get gunshot. Some boy a move too shady. Tell them I hype up themself and a go on like lady. Them a la kill liquor baby. So me a wonder if them boy might be crazy. It's either the bloodthirsty or them demon possessed so no can't see. Somebody tell me what one in my country. It's only God alone can help me. Them don't want me talk the truth. Them don't want me talk the truth. They want keep the rasta mute. Them don't want me talk the truth. Yo man a generally I mean I know damn recruit. You can't play me like no blasted flute. Yo tell them real recognize real that's the truth. And them boy them in a salute. Get rid out. And next thing me have to mention, tell them the devil is roaming and still them never listen. We got to protect the nation and set a good example for the young generation. People afraid to walk the road again. Every day a murdering and kidnappings. Shut up us outside your house rapid. The world looking away. Anyhow, them boy they too evil. They no really give a damn about people. Them a try buying a some scheme as the gun and a unmarked vehicle. The jail lost ram again. Here goes another funeral again. Full time they want to end. The youths we gotta pray for them. Them don't want we talk the truth. Them don't want me talk. They want keep the rasta mute. Them don't want me talk. Yo man a generally I mean I know damn recruit. You can't play me like the blasted flute. Yo tell them real recognize real that's the truth. And them boy them in a salute. Yeah we know. You see say man a rasta. No man a rasta, me nah no imposter. You can't run from the other. Come on a heal up the father, the Lion of Judah. Enough man a move like idiot. Tell them the liquor school girls them stop read that. The rape thing we no read that. So if you ramp wrong the family, you get gunshot. Some boy a move too shady. Tell them I hype up themself and a go on like lady. Them a la kill liquor baby. So me I wonder if them boy might be crazy. Is either them bloodthirsty or them demon.
All right. I guess somebody emptied the files bill after all. Let me bring back my panel on the inside right now, man. I want to apologize to everybody. We had a quick break there. Quick break. Not.
No.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I know. Now I know 59 seconds. Now I'm leaving 190. Okay.
We beat the 119 there real quick.
Oh Lord. still get it done.
Let me see. There is something here I have to kick out. All right, kick this one out. This is what's causing all the problems here. Okay, kick this person. Good. Here, should be good. All right, let me bring this back in. Yeah. I think
Who do that?
All right, now.
I hit a good high note there. Curtain, shush. Shush. Don't be hating on my skills. All right, guys. So we back. The motivation instrumental in the background, and we're gonna get into some of that in a few. So let's get back into it. So we were talking about, before we were interrupted, that the
Electoral college?
No, the dead vote.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I think
Yeah.
her vote should count. She was very aware of what was going on when she
Yeah,
voted.
she was.
It's not her
Yeah.
fault that God decided it's time to come home, my child. That ain't got nothing to do with her.
Well, yeah, and he waited till she already voted. It should count.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Even if
Yeah.
she did a mail-in ballot, she was aware when she mailed it in.
Yeah. Once the votes, as they say, once early votes officially starting, whether by mail or whatever the case, absentee ballot, it should count.
Let me ask a question. I don't know what the law says about that, but if you voted and you submit your ballot, can you change your mind?
Wait, if you're already sending a ballot, a vote by mail,
and you're alive,
you can't. No, you can't. I think you could go back again. That'll count like voting twice.
No. Hey,
that's what I said.
But how do you change your mind, Kareem? Like, do you take?
Yeah, but you sent in a mail-in ballot already, right? That's what I said.
You can't change your mind after that.
And then you say, hey, you know what? I accidentally ticked off the wrong one. Or I've had a change of heart in who I think deserves my vote, so I want to change it. Is that possible?
Okay.
I do not know, so I'm asking.
I think I was listening to CNN, but I think it goes by state, like with certain rules.
So even the whole U.S., yes, we are a whole country, but states kind of function individually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have the federal laws that requires for everybody.
Ask Patsy to just research that real quick. Patsy, you all following what Patsy?
No, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying, you could for this for our rules here, because there are federal laws with voting as well.
Federal laws is across the country.
Right.
But state
That's
laws,
what I mean.
of course, is individually, and just like they can have
so
death
Patsy said
penalty
it
in one state, and they don't have death penalty here.
So Patsy said it is possible. It is possible to cancel your ballot.
Right.
So in that case, I would say then, if you die, it kind of makes sense they would cancel your vote.
Okay.
Because then
you could change.
You could change your mind. You could.
I would hate to be counting them ballots.
What, dead people ballots?
No, just ballots in general. And then you decide to change your mind. I gotta flick through all them papers to find them. Like, nope, she does not want that. Here you go. You can go again.
But I'm thinking that the system they have set up. Go ahead, Sam.
No, I was saying they should have a voting class in school. Like they're supposed. Like these are the rules. These are the laws.
That would make sense, right?
Yeah, have a voting class in school. That way, we know everything. When you set it, and be like, you know what? I have 2 days to change my mind. This is the number I call.
so no. But for anybody who went to school here, was there anything taught on election in that, on voting in that way? Anybody?
There was only taught literally like the electoral college, and it never went as deep as if you wanted to change your ballot. There was nothing.
Or even for us who naturalize, they have 100 questions on that thing. At least 6 or 7 of them should be on voting, so we know.
Here, so Patsy said yes, your vote is cancelled if you die because all votes only count on election day. So if you're not alive at election day, that means your vote doesn't count.
See, but that's not fair, because when the Republicans was getting all their dead relatives, mail-in ballots to send it in, so I think Bush or whoever can be voted, keep that same energy.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
So what do we do? They go back through it after and say, well, this person is dead, this person is alive, this person is dead? Like, how do they do that on the day itself?
No, not on
They
the day
do a
itself.
lot, not the day itself, but they do a lot of that.
Yeah.
They do.
They do a lot of cross-checking social security numbers, what's reported to the IRS as deceased. Yeah.
See, that's why you got your card now.
Yeah, and it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. Even in banking, we could figure out if somebody is dead and place all stops and stuff. It's cool. It's pretty quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let me ask you. I see a lot of talk of civil unrest based on the election results. Like your.
I think it's gonna go down.
I'm not even entertaining the idea.
No, well, I mean, let's talk about it in a sense of.
So this is my.
I know for sure. Go ahead.
Sorry. Like I said, there was a lot of car Trump rallies. So hundreds of cars are coming out supporting Trump. Yes. Now, if for some reason God took a day off and the devil said tag you it and Trump ends up president again, right? It's gonna go down. And if he loses, by God's grace, I feel like it's still gonna go down because all the stand back and stand by people aren't gonna take that so easy. I don't think they're gonna take that so lightly.
Wait, so is the U.S. Army sitting down and watching all of that go by? Is the cops sitting down and watch all of that happen?
Well, I'm here in the federal. They like a lot of these police of them stations and officers are. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of them. They are on high alert on election day and after.
Right.
Like I hear that that a lot of them is preparing for if just be the worst. Let's put it like that. And my thing is I always feel I feel Democrats will protest and cry.
Yeah.
Republicans will. I'm not so sure. Like because of what you see what Trump been constantly doing for the last month or two. He been making them edgy. He's been kind of preparing them for this is going to be cheap. This is so in their mind this is not going to be a fair election if he loses. Like they've been for the whole year basically. He been saying
the only fair result is if he wins.
Right. So then, let's be real. There's a lot of people who not as like their thought process and their critical thinking and their intelligence is not.
The elevator doesn't go to the penthouse suite.
Which is mostly in his camp.
Yes.
Right.
I don't think there is enough of them to make a difference though.
Why?
You might be
sometimes.
Well, like I seen videos. They shut down Como Bridge. Okay.
Yeah, but that's what.
Because they feel like ALMABOY said he's been poking them all year, so they're just on fire, just ready,
just waiting,
just ready for it to
let me tell you, as a New Yorker, I have no fear of that happening here in New York.
In New York, yes.
That's what y'all said when they protested after George Floyd, and they done ransacked everything.
Yeah.
They burned the bridges down.
No. That was, trust me, that's because the cops was told not to really get involved.
Yeah.
If they bring in the National Guard or whatever to any kind of civil unrest like that in New York City, I'm not scared in New York City.
No.
Is
New
there
York,
gonna be...
I don't think.
Yeah.
What I'm worried about, right?
Right.
Is I see those other states that not just they have those people, but they have law enforcement who feel the same way.
Yeah.
You have a lot.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
what about them gun-friendly states?
Florida, Texas, y'all can keep them states. Trump could keep them states as far as I
mean, you saw the bus. You saw the thing with the bus with.
I've heard about it, but I didn't go look at it.
I saw the video with the Biden
bus that they
bus.
surrounded and whatnot.
And one car run off, another one behind, and it was. I mean, and they were law enforcement. And they didn't do them anything.
Stupidity is contagious.
Let me tell you something. It's New York, and as a proud New Yorker, I'm not worried.
Well, mostly New York could withstand almost anything. Like really, even when there was big rioting and stuff like that here, we withstand almost anything. Some of those smaller states are not built that way. Like it's funny how we brush off certain things and go back to work immediately after.
Yeah. I think we are a liberal enough of a state.
Yes.
I am really sorry for the people. If something like that happens in one of those, let's say, quote unquote redneck states, this thing is not working with us this morning. Anyway, we have another pause with the team, so I guess that means we should take a quick oh, y'all back.
Say FiOS one more time, we might shut us down, period.
Yeah, I think it's all the negative stuff we have had to say about FiOS this morning.
I start using a different code for that. Like,
let me ask a question though. The people of color that's gonna vote for Trump and get caught up in a state like that and suddenly realize that it's only the color of their skin that people cares about when the shit hits the fan. I wonder how they're gonna feel when they wake up and realize, hey,
this is what I'm saying.
But that's the thing about ignorance, though. Like some of them, I think it's gonna be very few of them that wake up and say, "Oh, it's the color of my skin."
Right.
Most of them stick to their guns and be like, "It's other people."
Right.
I don't think it's gonna really change their mind, and that's the thing about being ignorant with no proof.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. I think we would like people to realize and change, but I don't think most of them is going to.
It's still really amazing though that we can see all this. We can have all this stuff presented to us in the open, like,
and that's what I've been telling y'all. It's not about rational.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't think people are. I think even if they're being hanged on the spot, some of them is not gonna say, "Well, I voted wrong," or "I did this or did that." They're just gonna go down with their guns and
pure emotion. Did you guys see 50 kind of backing back on his stuff?
Nah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a couple things that he. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I said that wasn't a surprise. As soon as he gets hits in his wallet, he goes to any side.
What about Lil Wayne? I heard he had something in favor of Trump too.
Yeah, he took a picture and he endorsed.
First of all, he had too much drugs. His brain don't function right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna count him. His brain don't.
But unfortunately, these guys have people like worship them.
And they can't.
Like I'm saying, this whole cycle, it reveals more about us than them. Like people in general, Trump, all these people we are following, all people lack of information, just a pretty heading or pretty and that we go with all these stuff. That's what we are going with now. Like it reveals a lot about us. Like I see Patsy now. Patsy's one of the few. I'm not big up to everybody. Not everybody like to get in on politics and whatever.
Yeah.
But really details, information. Are we really there? Are we going to get back there? Are we going to, what you all feel about that? We're going to get back to some kind of level of reasoning instead of all emotions, and are we going to get back there? Are we?
I think Trump was placed there to wake us up, because just like with the corona, we got complacent. I think that we think that the country is there to, that the president is there to really manage the country, and us as individuals, we don't pay attention. We just go with what the hype is at any given point. Like we've been doing that for a lot of years, and Trump was put there to wake us up and say, hey, you have to vote, you have to contribute. It can't just be one person running this whole country. We all have to, be part of it and contribute. We got woken up, like to say, hey, like we could really vote in a piece of crap.
I feel like,
and for the most part, we have voted in a piece of crap.
I feel like Trump literally embodies the privilege that we will never have, in the sense that by the color of his skin. They weren't taught how to deal with emotions. They weren't taught, it's literally, I want this. I don't care who's going to be hurt, who's going to be affected. I'm going to get it by any means necessary because I feel like it's owed to me. And he embodied that. And he got a lot of familiar people behind him based on that. Like Obama said, did nobody ever show up to your birthday party? Is that why you heard it?
And you know, for some reason, they always want to blame somebody else.
They weren't taught how to deal with them.
Yeah. They say that we're the ones feeling entitled and all the welfare stuff, but I realized they were like, this thing had me realizing they're entitled more than they don't even know. The ignorance. yeah.
Not only it was forced. I have seen so much shows about white privilege now and talking about it. It's a real thing when it's not, just opening the conversation. So although I think, let me just say this, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I enjoyed Donald Trump when he's talking his crap. Like, I think it's a big joke. I've always felt that way. I've always felt like, why are people taking this shit seriously? Why are we doing that? Until it becomes like, well, people are sitting and showing me like, I've never believed in a presidency. I've always believed they put whoever they want to put there, and voting is not a real thing. Like, it just makes us feel like we're in control of something. I've always really believed that. Now, with that said, I am voting this time to prove right or wrong, like, does our vote really count? Because most of this country does not want Trump in. So we're going to see if voting really counts this time in my book.
Gotcha.
And I know a lot of people feel the same way. We don't know if voting is a real thing or not, if it's there just to make us feel like we're in control. This time we're voting just to prove it right or wrong.
I imagine you say that. I was talking to a close brethren and he basically said the same thing.
All right.
And
so I
had to kind of...
Let me interject real quickly. If voting wasn't a real thing, you know how much billions of dollars is being spent to convince you to cast your ballot? Are the candidates that being put up picked and handpicked and cherry picked? I think absolutely. Special interests, money behind the scenes is grooming and putting these people forward. That's where the people are pushing their money. But who gets to the White House is a real thing, because the amount of money that's moving behind the scenes, that's the only thing that gets the money, the real things. So your vote counts. People are spending money for it. It definitely counts. Can we get better at choosing our candidates and the people that gets to the front? I think that's where the real manipulation lies.
Yeah, it's with us.
I think the real manipulation lies in the forefronts, like your state councils, your mayors.
Right,
it starts from the bottom, to be honest. But we really never pay attention to that. We hear about it and it's just like, okay, all right, and you go about your day. The only time you really vote is on November 3rd. That's the only time you really vote. You don't vote. Did anybody vote earlier this year?
Right. So you're right.
Voted. Not voted to say like, okay, didn't go in and cast the ballot, but when they were called around asking like, who would you want represented and all that type of stuff, like I did take the censor, but my first time.
You gotta go to them polls all year round, because there's stuff. Remember, there's some people that's in every 6 years. There's some people that's in every 2 years.
Every
you gotta
2
pay
years.
attention to that. And
there's runoffs. There's all these that we don't pay attention to. So that doesn't mean that don't mean our votes don't count. It's just we don't pay attention. And the manipulation, as you said, yes, everybody who's in it to win will pay for a million ads to convince you, because it's not just them obviously that want that person to win. There are big businesses, there are lobbyists, there are a whole bunch of people with money who wants that person to be in as well.
But
that doesn't mean
So it's a
we had to pay more attention.
yes.
Let me ask a quick question. To everybody in the chat room right now, who voted? Who voted already? Who plans on voting? I want to see something. So to the people on Facebook, to the people on Mixcloud, and I think we still have one person over on YouTube. And even if you're on the mobile link, you could drop us a line on WhatsApp. Let us know what you're up to. Are you voting? Did you already vote? Let us know. We're gonna come right back after this quick break, and then we're gonna jump into something else. All right?
Cool.
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
Baby girl, rock your flick. Some of them I talk, just roll with it. Have it on a lot, go ahead, baby. These kind of things I love to see. I know that you're just for you, baby. Whatever that you wear for you. Baby girl, I like the way you do you, yeah. Cause you know I roll with it. Feel like a superstar, you take the nugget. You put the boogie from the bass in your waistline. You should have seen how you look from my eyesight. I want you know how much, I want you back it up on it. Pretty darling, I wanna wine all the way to the morning. I love the way that you're making me want it. You make me sing songs, girl, you deserve it. Yeah, I love when this feeling that make me step out of my soul. Away. This feeling is so magical, I don't want it to go away. Take charm, I swear, baby, yeah. It's the best feeling of the year. You make your waistline go up there, down there, baby. Right there, baby, yeah. It's the best feeling of the year, yeah. You got me tripping over you. I need the antidote. Need it to press up like an icon. You know we do how we like. We do whatever we like. Life on the edge, and you know that. And then yeah. Come give me that. How you roll and give me that. How you come and give me that. Right now I want you. Come give me that. How you roll and give me that. How you come and give me that. Right now.
So once again, don't forget you're locked into the Wake Up Call. And this is the virtual edition. Shout out to the co-host on the outside. Shout out to Storm, ALMABOY, CONSUELA. And guys, we're going to kind of a new format with the music. A lot of the music we're playing here is from small artists. I wouldn't even say small, but lesser known artists. So we're gonna feature a lot of their music on the Wake Up Call going forward, and we're gonna give a lot of people the chance to, get their music heard by our audience. And this one is by a guy named Prince Pronto. He's done a lot of work behind the scenes, and now he's kind of coming front as an artist himself. He's worked with Marshall, he's worked with Kess, he's worked with a lot of people. Did an interview with the Trouble in the Morning crew a few weeks ago. So definitely y'all can look out for that. Also, we're going to be featuring new music here too. And we're stepping away from like a DJ format. All right? For the morning show. Shout out to Amanda Forbes over on Facebook. Shout out to BB Compton on Facebook. Big up to Stretch, also Rhea. And to anybody that's incognito on Facebook, big up yourself. We're gonna go right back into something after this, and this one was by Prince Pronto. It's called Away. So if y'all like it, definitely check it out. And yeah, we're back. So quick question, I want to know what's y'all, we had that motivation instrumental running in the background. I want to know, what's y'all motivation? Like, what is one of the few things you guys look to to motivate you when you're feeling down? Somebody's giving me a feedback. Your phone or something is audio is coming back. So I want to kind of know what y'all do for motivation, and even the people in the chat room, because some days, you know, it's tougher than others. Like this weekend was a tough weekend for us when we figured we had to shut down, and you know, we felt like we were picking up momentum and we had to take a break. It was for me, it was a definite challenging experience. So I want to know what you guys look to when moments like these come up and you have to kind of like, all right, how do we get around this? How do we get past this? So talk to me.
Right. For me personally, hearing?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. For me personally, is like the biggest motivation I've had in my life now, like come to this date, was my first daughter. Like, no, not wanting her to see, regardless of how difficult something is, that I don't give up.
Right.
Or I hate for her to feel that I got knocked down and I stayed down on the ground.
Right.
Or we go through this, some things are challenging, and as I realized, you know, that's the first thing with her. Like I was always guiding her in that way to get up. If you fall, get up. Don't worry. You know, brush it off, cry a little. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. Whatever. And as she's getting older now, we parents quick to say, do as I say and not as
I do.
I do, you know.
Yeah.
As a joke, kind of, no, I wanted to see what I'm doing. I want not just to say, because look at Janelle could tell you, I always have the big speeches, talks, you know. You know, Logan getting it now, having getting all, you know. It's like, but I don't want to just be by talk.
Right.
I don't want to just, so my motivation is them really, like, always trying to, another 2-year-old, she just took 2 the other day. Well, we didn't come on the show Friday, so we have to do a special happy birthday to my princess who just turned 2 on last Thursday gone.
Last Thursday,
you know?
okay.
So yes, we did not a show Friday for me to really, you know.
Okay.
But anyways, you know, that's my right. Presently, that's.
Whenever we get back together, we have to do a live.
Yes.
This virtual thing ain't working for me.
Yeah. Oh, right? God, boy. Oh, God. I try. You see, all that now. Hey, we get lemons.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of sour, but we go drink it.
We
you
go
know what I mean?
It. Yeah. We
go go it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all lives are part of it. Like, even, you know? So we gonna get through this. Yeah. People there with us. Yeah. This ain't going for long.
Yeah, this is not gonna be forever.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Kind of cozy over here, and Consuela look buttered up. Like,
listen, I gave y'all a robe change, honey. Okay?
What? She had a dress change. Like,
yes.
I think she looks.
Listen,
I'm comfortable. It's like half.
I can't even get up right now because I'm in the boxer I'm and I'm holding it. The one.
Not all though.
Yo.
Yeah. So what motivates y'all? What? Let me hear.
For me, 3 things. It depends on the situation. So I pulled from 3 different things. One, I talk mad shit. And you gotta be able to back that up.
You gotta back it up.
You have to back it up. So it's like, that's like, if I say I'm going to do something, I don't know. I think it's how I was raised too. If you say you're going to do something, you move heaven and earth to try to get it done. Like if I say I can't do something, that's because something happened, or it's like, it's on almost like to the point where it's bearable. Like I'm now learning, like it's okay to say no, or it's okay to say, you know what, at the time I said yes, but like I got to put stuff into perspective, and this isn't, you know, that high up on the chain right now. That's one. Number 2, I have had amazing people in my life that pushed me, encouraged me, contributed, like amazing people. My mom, my aunts, people from church growing up, like people really invested in me. And I'm not talking financially, but would give me a lecture every time they see me, like motivate me. You can do this. I see something in you. I just want to see you do well. And I want to be that.
And I think we might have lost the team again. We having some technical difficulties, as Ken see, with any little situation like that. So I want to see if the team is still there. I'm going to hang in for a few and talk about the things that motivate us. So in the meantime,
own a nice big.
In the meantime, I want to say to my...
And 4 cars, a beachfront property, like I could see it. I know how it's going to be, decorated. I hopefully I have a kid one day that's running around like I want the ultimate family. Like I want that. And nobody's going to tell me that I cannot have it. So because of that, it's there. It's like, for example, this morning was like, it was cold, man. I'm like, really? I got to get up? But yo, that house is not gonna buy itself.
Yep, true.
Like on that house. I want. That's what I want. I want plenty land. I can run around butt naked if I want to. And just have a nice, decent sized house because I would love to have more children. And yeah.
Like I see it, like you have no idea. Like when I open my bathroom door, it's not my small bathroom. That's the big.
Yes.
Like you gotta be able to see it. And like I said, I think my mom number one thing is that I want to inspire other people, like I have been.
Nice. Let me ask the chat room right now. I really need y'all to get involved and let us know what. I'm getting somebody's volume is coming back to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I the only one not seeing Kareem?
No.
No,
I'm not seeing him.
It's okay, but we good.
We got it.
Listen, I want to know from the chat room what motivates you guys. Tell us what gets you up in the morning. What do you use as factors to get by through tough times? And let's talk about it a little bit.
I'm waiting to hear from you.
From me?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me
definitely.
Let me
while the chat room right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just pause on something that you said, Curtin. Let me get back to it. You said like the big speeches. I notice. Like, I don't know if it's black or if it's West Indian. Like, if you stand up and speak passionately about something that you love or you want to see, a lot of people will shun you out. What are he? What you feel this is, why move there, that kind of thing. But what I'm learning is that you just have to speak your heart and whatever happens, happens. And I've been learning to do that more and more because I have a lot of convictions, especially about how we do things as a people, right? And every now and again, I try to balance it because sometimes you can't be coming from a preachy place, like a pulpit, like being like all righteous and all know it all. But every now and again, I try to like a lot of things that I've learned over the years, I want to pass it on. Because if I had people like me teaching me what I knew now when I was 25 or 24, I would have been much further along. And for the hell of it, I can't understand why we don't share those things. Like, why aren't we unwilling? Are people going to always listen? No. But should we let that stop us? It's like we like people to struggle as much as we did to teach them a lesson. But wow, that's not the only way to teach lessons. People don't have to touch
them a lesson, but it's also because misery like company. Like why?
I think that's more of it. It's like, why does my daughter have to touch the hot stove to figure out it's gonna burn her? When I can say, you know what, don't touch that because daddy once got burned and he knows how it feels. Experience is always the greatest teacher, but you can do things so that people don't make as many mistakes as you do.
Yes.
You understand? So when you say you make the big speech, I could just see some of the reactions like, oh, Uncle Curtin about to go into one of those long speeches again. You know? Because sometimes
that's how Logan gets.
Yeah. Sometimes sometimes I get it. I get that too. But, you know, it's like, what is this guy talking all these big ideas and thing about, you know, becoming millionaires and buying buildings and, you know, all I just want to do is go to work, come home, take a few vacations, and, you know, I'm sacrificing a lot individually because I have a vision of a shared goal that I think could take me further if we unite than I can do alone. Me by myself, I think I could go far.
Yes.
Yeah. Like if I had decided, you know what, career, I'm going to stick to this banking thing. I'm going to just do this. I think I could have gone far.
Yeah.
But I think if we are able to be successful in what we're doing right now, that the end results could be much and way bigger and more impactful, right? Than me just coming through as an individual and saying, all right, okay, I made some money and let me put $1 into like a charity, because a lot of people just feel like putting in the money is all that counts. You know what? Let me just put $1. You know, I made a couple million, so I'm going to throw $2 to charity, and then they turn their back and they don't give the expertise. Right. They don't come in and talk to people. They don't, you know. That's what I want to be, and that's what motivates me.
And my brother, you are that.
Well, yeah, thank you, you, sir.
Listen, we don't have to get to certain positions, because I'm telling you how you have like influenced me to want to do better with myself. Like, even if it's just, I don't know if it's just me, and I'm thinking others as well feel the same, but you are making a difference. Just to let you know, you know what I mean? And I am definitely with you 100, and a lot of people, like, even, you know, just the little message we get, I smile for not just myself, but for you when people mention GMGT, and I really do like I had a conversation with Priscilla the other day, and with something we say, listen, the bigger picture is GMGT. Let's not make him worry about this little petty. Yeah. In this thing, let's not even bring that into the over there for him with what he's trying to do, you know, and it's going to benefit us in so much ways that we, you know what I mean? And hey, so I thank you. It is working what you're doing, and it had a way to reach the millionaire level, or for me to say that to you. So, you know what I mean? So keep doing it that you're doing, brother.
Thank you, sir. Patsy made a point, and I'm going to speak to it too. She said, Kerm, the thing is, when we start to teach people things, you know, or what you've been through, they take that information the wrong way and say we're showing off or we're full of it.
Yeah.
I tried that before, and the feedback I got, especially from our own people, I stopped putting it out there. I stay in my lane. Curtin, 100% very true. I mean, not Curtin, but Patsy. That's like 100% true. But I was having a conversation with another person on our team, and she has strong convictions about the message that she's trying to put out, right? And we were having a conversation, and she's like, listen, I don't need to be liked. I don't care if anybody likes me. And I'm like, to a certain degree, you have to, because if you care about the message that you trying to put out there, at some point, people are going to have to care about you before they listen. You're going to have to get people to understand who you are and where you're coming from to listen to your message. And if you want your message to be out there, you have to, at some point, say, listen, you know what? These guys don't understand me. They think I'm a prude. They think I'm, whatever the case is, whatever they may think about you, that's blocking them. Like, let me tell you something. A lot of people, before they even came to GMGT, I had preconceived notions about them. But I understood that for me to grow as a person, and for me to get the best talent or good mix of talent, I will have to bury some of those prejudices and get to understand who I'm working with.
Yes.
So my desire to build something was more than the personal guilt or personal feelings that I had for their situation. And what I'm trying to say is that, Patsy, even though people come and say, girl, you show off, girl, you this, girl, you that, even if you help 2 out of 100 people,
I just going to say that.
right? Even if it's 2 out of 100 people, like if GMGT was to dissolve tomorrow and 2 people who was in my camp left and they took like 3 lessons or 2 lessons and they were able to help their family or build something that's bigger and better than we have today, I'll feel good about it.
Yes.
So what I want you to do, Patsy, like there's a lot of things you have taught me about voting and civic duty, and you're one of the most
keep it
right. And now I'm looking to see how can I get more involved in politics, and that's because of you. Right?
Yeah.
You know, I always thought, vote, have an understanding of who's there. But some of the deeper things you have talked about, like campaigning and working at the polls, now I'm thinking of ways I want to, donate some time towards causes like that. So you gotta, you know what? Just,
Listen, Karim.
Yeah.
For Patsy, 2 out of 10 people listening to is a success.
Yeah.
Don't make
2 out of
don't
100.
make 100, 2 out of 1,000.
Yeah.
It does make that 2 will turn into 2 in another, multiply by 2, turn into without you even knowing directly that you affected 1,000 people's lives because of that 2. So people should not look at small numbers or 8 of them say I show off or 9 of them say I ain't this, I ain't that, or whatever. You know what I mean? So let me just stop doing what I doing it. Nah. I
made a comment the other day. This friend that I had that used to handle some business for me, and she's going into her own stuff now. And the other day I was, just roasting her. I'm like, the only time you call me is when you need something. Every time. Hey, how to do this, how to do that. I would always give her the information, but I was like, hey, you know what? That's the only time you call me. So one day now she did call me and she's like, hey, you say the only time I call you is when I need something. So I'm calling you to let you know I did an event. This is the result. This is the information you gave me that helped. And I want you to know a lot of the things that you taught me has made so much of a difference for me in doing this thing on my own now. And bro, that was it. That made my day. She didn't have to say anything else.
Yep.
That one person that said I made a difference made a difference to me. You understand? It wasn't like 1,000 people cheering me. That one person just saying, yo, that little bit of information that you gave me is making a difference, and now I can go and start providing for my own family because you've given me the confidence and the knowledge to start my own business. Made I couldn't tell you how much I was cheesing inside. I hope she's not listening now. Is like, that to me is worth all the early mornings, all the conversations when people is tuning me out and saying, hey, it's that guy again, come in and preach and talk out, That one person made the difference for me. And I think we need more like minds, like getting together, and like we have a group chat as GMGT, and for some reason the messages I was sending wasn't getting through, because like there would be so much chatter in there that even when I sent important messages, people it lost its value.
It bypassed,
the group chat basically lost its value. So I figured, you know what, hey, I had to do it another way to get to everybody besides a group chat. But I still wanted to keep the group chat for the the interactions, and everybody kind of have access to everybody in one central place. But it's sometimes amazing, like when I was tracking like what conversations would get the most feedback and the most responses, and I kind of had to say, hey guys, you know what, we need to be able to come together and not only talk about stuff that's fun, but we need to start discussing big ideas.
Yes.
And I think we as a people need to do more of that, where we can sit and say, hey guys, you know what? Let's not as a team, let's as a friends, we've known each other for 10, 15 years. Let's buy this piece of building on the block. It's been empty. You know what, guys? We can't take a vacation for another 2 or 3 years. And I want to see people stick to big ideas like that. This is a big idea I want to, and I'm putting it out there. Y'all can laugh at me. Y'all can roll your eyes like, yeah, I'm skipping my vacation for this guy. But I'm going to challenge people out there. You know? Try that. Try to do something big. Like, go big. Go big one time. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, move on to something else. Or maybe you'll get the bug, because this kind of thinking, once you get into it, it has a way of like snowballing. You can't really stop. You just keep looking at bigger and bigger picture. But try that. We are too comfortable rocking the Gucci bags, and I'll always put that disclaimer. I'm not against us buying nice things.
Nice things, right?
But we need to do things that leaves a legacy, something that your kids could follow up on.
You remember that conversation we were having, that we're the only people, basically, we don't have that common goal. So I think it's something we can start here. Yeah. It's a big idea. But I think it's something even within this group, the listeners, the viewers, you know, I think it's something we can really push forward, and I think it can happen. Can you read what Hurricane said?
Yeah, he says, I think I've only been listening to GMGT for 2 months, and the things y'all say and do motivate me to keep going in my career when I was at a point of stopping. Thank you, Hurricane. We definitely appreciate that. And the big ideas. We shouldn't be afraid of big ideas. We shouldn't be afraid to fail. A lot of people are afraid of looking stupid. I always say, if when I came to this country, my mom or dad or aunt or whoever was here had, like, I didn't have to pay rent, or, you know, I could live in my mama's basement or something like that. How much of a big difference that would have made for me. And it's like, we were just comfortable to come here and work and send money back home. And, you know, when mortgages and thing here was dirt cheap, you know, the Jewish people bought up everything. And a lot of people be mad at Jewish people. Why? Why? I get that the system is against black people and stuff, but we can do it too. Is it going to take more of us to do it? Probably. So,
I don't think we know how to take risk and okay with taking risk, because for them, I feel like at the end of the day, they have their camaraderies, you know,
they can fall back on.
As for we don't necessarily have that. Just like we can go out and aspire and we can go into our dreams. How much of your family members or people that you hold to a high standard are they really be like, okay, I got you. God forbid anything were to happen, I got you. I don't think.
So let me tell you something. I jumped into this without anybody saying they got me, and the risk, the ability of people to take risks has to be. Let me tell you something. In a lot of the situations I've seen, like I've had a lot of in my banking career, especially the last few years, I've had a lot of Jewish customers. Like, most of my customers was Jewish. A lot of them owned real estate. And even the ones whose primary business wasn't real estate, right? Owned real estate as a backup. And one of these guys told me, he's like, Kareem, anytime you get to buy property, buy. He say land is the only thing on earth they're not making more of. He said land is the only thing on earth they're not making more of. So you buy that today. It's not like some of it is going to show up tomorrow and it's going the only place, and as more and more people need more and more places to stay, it's gonna appreciate. Sexy09 said, I haven't taken a vacation in many years. I still rock my designer and was able to put down $50K in purchase in my house. And that's fine. I don't want to... Go ahead, Curtin, and I'll...
No, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cut you, but I just wanted to stay in that area because here what I want to tell you. Like, for instance, you had that person telling you that, right? I been up here and a lot of people... There's people always telling you, boy, don't do this. Yeah. Like in our community, there was a bunch of, but don't take them chances there. You can't afford to lose that. You can't afford to do this. And if you lose, like you hear that. I'm being honest. How much time do you hear that more than you hear? Take a chance and do this. Yeah. In our kind of around our surrounding. Right. So I'm glad you had the opportunity to be in that situation where you were. Look at somebody tell you that with banking and with land. You know, we like GM, we know we have that platform where we can, and I think we can, you know, really reach, but a lot of us are not getting that in the communities we live in, how we grew up, how some of us. Right. And, you know, I was listening to something the other day. White superiority is one thing, but black inferiority is a thing too. Yep. Where a lot of people actually feel they're not good and they're not from, and that's from some certain slaves feeling that, hey, this is what we deserve this year for. Oh. That has passed down to a lot of us. Skip. I mean, at some point we had to stop it. But I'm just saying, if you're in that environment from since you're born and you're hearing that from your mother, your father, your auntie, your cousin, your grandma, you know, one of us will break out. And how do we get out of that? Right. You understand? That's what I want for the solution part for us who know better now. How do we reach the mass? Hey, let's do this. Let's the Gucci and thing or whatever. This is false kind of, you know, surface rich. You know, how do we get out of that? So that's what I want.
So let me jump back on Sexy09. Sexy09 said, Kareem, I haven't taken a vacation in many years. I still rock my designer and was able to put down $50K in purchase in my house. Okay. So now, when you say you rock designer, are we talking one bag or are you talking like I have 10 bags in my closet, I have 7 red bottoms, because there is designer and there's designer. So I need to
the ER and the AH.
Right. I need to quantify when you say designer, because I can tell you, if you have a closet full of red bottoms and a closet full of like $2,000 or $3,000 purses and bags, your $50,000 down payment could have been $80,000. That extra $30,000 over 30 years or 20 years on your mortgage could be the difference of paying an extra $200,000 over the life of the loan, right? Right. And that's just some estimated numbers, right? I'm putting out there. It's not gonna Sexy09 say all she wears is design, and I don't have a problem with that, right? So that means you probably have literally probably close to 60 to 80 grand worth of
designer
in your closets, right? Nothing wrong with that. If you make the money, you are well within your rights to spend your money how you want. What I'm saying is that individuality is some of the things we're going to have to let go if we want to see our people move forward. And that's what I'm talking about, the big ideas. The big ideas. Well, that I can say, you know what? That extra $2,000 I spent on that mic to make sure everybody sound right when they come in here. You know what? I could have bought a pair of Pradas with that, right? Or the extra $2,000 or $10,000 I spent on getting these nice tables in here. I could have put it towards a Bentley or something and start driving and looking good. I would still be the same Kareem. I would still say the same things I'm saying, you know? But what I'm saying is I'm willing. Yeah, Kareem, but I have to live too. Sexy09, I'm not saying you don't. And I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong either. There is no wrong here. But what I'm saying is that sometimes we could move forward together and we'll probably move further than you.
I think part of it also is the instant gratification of knowing I could afford this right now when I may not have been able to do it in the past.
Right. I agree with that.
Part of it is because I went through my phase too. Like I remember doing my taxes one year, spent over $10,000 that year on just beauty, facials, like going to get my makeup done, my nails, stuff like that. And it's only when I saw the numbers, like physically saw that you spent over $10,000 doing this, is said, you know what?
This gotta stop.
The next year it had to change, but when you're spending that, like to say, and it's addictive too.
Yeah.
I remember having and it wasn't all designer. I probably had 3 real designer purses, but I remember having over 20 something handbags.
Right.
And when I was 28 years old, and I'm a designer. I'm into fashion. I'm into that type of lifestyle. I'm really into it, but I had to check myself, and with that money I opened my first business at 27 years old because I stopped spending it on certain things.
Right.
And I am a firm believer in people afford and buy what they want to buy.
Right.
And the first time I was able to afford a Louis Vuitton bag, you best believe that was a joyous occasion to me. Like I was able to afford it. So it's that sense of I reach or you know, like I know exactly.
I have arrived.
I arrived. I could afford this now. I didn't have to borrow it. I didn't have to beg for it. I didn't have to steal it. Like I was able to afford this. That's like a trophy.
Right.
Now we move. I would say I have girlfriends that do this. We have moved from that. One, okay, I bought one bag because I can afford it now and it's a trophy.
Right.
We've moved from that into a lifestyle of buying designer stuff just to say we own designer stuff. Right. And when we could manage with one bag and not have a closet full, and that's individual decisions. Maybe that is what makes her happy. And, you know, she keeps saying, like, you know, some of us drink, some of us shop.
Everybody has their vice. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I agree with you when you're saying that we have to also check it as a community. And if we're saying that we're going to move the community, move our move all of us together as one, we're coming at sacrifices that have to be made.
We have to start investing in each other and investing in ideas that we have.
Right. So,
okay, we want to throw a party.
Some of us need to change our perspective. Just because something is Louis Vuitton, that doesn't mean it's it. And I value now, when my priorities shifted, I value now because I'm a designer now, I value hand labor. So I would definitely go to the market and invest in another Black, designer just to support them and to try to push that environment forward. To me now, when I get a hand woven back from Africa, like that is the same feeling for me as if I bought like my Gucci bag years ago, because I invested in it and I feel good that particular way. We can't tell people how to live, but we could say as a community, if we want to progress, there's sacrifices that have to be made for individuals who can afford certain things.
And this is what I'm trying to bring for. You are allowed to spend your money anyhow you want to. I am not trying to shame anybody for spending their money anyhow they want to. That's not the intention. What I'm trying to do is to try to get people to change their perspective. Hey, like for me, when I decided like I got to own a property or something, I did not take a vacation for 5 years because I wasn't making like a world of money where I could say, all right, let me put away, But when I took inventory of how much I was spending per year on vacation, I was spending close to $5,000 US every year to go either to Grenada, and then when I get to Grenada, I have to rent a car, and then I rent a car, I have to make sure I'm dressed, and then when I got to go to all parties. So that was something that I cut off. I said, I have a goal, and I'm going to cut it off. Right? So I cut that off.
Quick question. Did you lose anything cutting it off?
No.
Question.
No, I didn't lose anything. I didn't feel any different. The carnival, like the first year when I missed carnival, it was like, oh, damn. The second year was like, oh, all right. Third year, it was like, whatever. I just kept it moving.
No, I'm a girly girl. When I stopped buying shoes and handbags, I felt that. I'm not. No. I felt that. Like,
you felt that shit, Storm?
We had to have some serious conversations. Like, baby baby girl, you own a certain amount already. It was an addiction, I swear to God. Like, you own a certain amount. Like, you really need a pink in that. Like, I had like serious conversations with myself. And then, of course, when you go to pawn your clothes, and be like, you know, they see that's why I needed that pink handbag. So I know the people out there that, you know, like you're accustomed by, not accustomed, but now it's that sense, that feeling is what we're after when you're able to afford certain things.
Yes.
And we go overboard and we shop because we don't need 10 Gucci belts. We really don't.
No, we don't.
It's one waist you have.
Yep.
Hey, but I have 10 different pants in 10 different colors, mom.
They're black. Black matches with everything.
So,
okay.
So you know, like I'm right there with those girls out there. But with like Kareem said, the next year he felt a lot better about it, and you tend to go that way. And then when you replace that gratification with something else, like you have to find something else in your life that's more important to you than that feeling you get when you're shopping. It's a trade. It's not something you could cut off cold turkey. I remember the first time my nails were falling off, and I was like, you telling me you can't spend $50 to get your nails done? I don't wear nails anymore, but I remember transitioning out of that. And that's not a feeling of, okay, I want to do this now, so I'm going to stop doing that. You have to find something that's worth more to you than looking fly all the time or looking new all the time.
Right. So
that's what I would say when ALMABOY,
I want to get flued out. That's
out
it.
of that, we have to, like Kareem said, we have to change our perspective, and we have to find different things that give us that satisfaction.
So here, and this is where, so Kareem said, so Sexy 09 said, she had a property and dealing with my people had me going to court every Monday morning. So I rather spend my money on me and my kids, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's valid.
But what's in going back to the thing, one or two should not
because
make the whole broad of us kind of make you stop dealing with us, and I don't want people. I want us to get out of that
because good black tenants exist.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of black people that I'm paying my mortgage on time every month.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people are paying their rent on time every month. So I think a few good black tenants exist. Would you?
No, there's a lot of us.
Yeah, but in business, if you assume, right, that every deal is gonna be a success, then you're not cut out for that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
listen, we had a white tenant that was worse than any black tenant in St. Thomas we've ever had. Like, that dude didn't pay on time, and he was drinking and smoking and bringing people in. It was crazy. So I think we deal with our people a lot more than we deal with anybody else.
Yeah.
So that's why
that's
we find
exactly
that
what it is.
Our people do what they do, and not only that, people. Like, if I'm black and you black, we feel like we could almost do you anything we want.
Can I ask one question, right?
Yeah.
Because along we talking that thing, and something came about something with is the same Diwali that what's it called? The guy
Duval?
Right.
Kadeen and Duval.
Right. And he asked a question to his wife. His parents is Jamaican.
Yes.
Right.
His wife's parents, her mother's Jamaican and the father's Vinci.
Right, Caribbean. So, and basically, he was like the Caribbean parents was going on and on about Black Americans this, Black Americans that, and I realized we all have, like, a lot of us feel that way.
Yep.
And then he came back and he he said to them, he said the opportunities all y'all have right now as Caribbean people coming here and looking for it. Who do you think created that opportunity for us?
Who fought for it?
Just because, like, and I'm saying, just because we only saw the names of, like, Malcolm X and Martin Luther or Rosa, doesn't mean they're the only people that was in it.
Yep.
That was in the struggle, that was in the fight, Rosa was the only one that didn't give up her seat and all this good stuff. We tend to put black people in like, we will give out one or two this kind of praise and and we give the rest of us a broad brush with fitting into whatever we have, what perception we have of them.
Yeah.
I think it's something we need to get out of in a major way. Like, even me and my thinking with Black Americans, and him saying that, I'm like, wow, look how all of us come out here fighting for it. Yeah, we see a couple black people in the system using the system a certain way because they've been taught a certain way. All right, let's get this out of it. After my grandparents go through this, go through that. No, I don't want to. There's a lot of reasons behind it, and I think we have to have more respect on a whole for black. Now, we shouldn't. We have the Black Americans here. We have Caribbean here.
And
we have Haitian people are like this. Africans thing.
My thing is, the boat dropped all of us somewhere. Just because we got dropped off a little more south doesn't take away from the fact
and not only that, like I don't believe being here now. I believe that we haven't had to deal with like growing up in the Caribbean because I moved when I was older. We hadn't have to deal with a lot of the systematic stuff that
right? Because we govern ourselves.
Of a better life is not as tainted as this.
Yeah.
So and we have to understand that, like growing up in the Caribbean, we were not a minority growing up in the Caribbean. We were a majority, and a lot of our leaders, our musicians, our artists, most of those
they look like us,
and they look like us, and they were from our communities. So growing up in America, where now that I'm here, and I see a lot of it, and I see it in New York, where it's supposed to be very diverse. So a lot of it that I see here in, jobs, working with other people and stuff, like I've never experienced that in the Caribbean. So you can imagine going through that and dealing with that all your life. Not to mention your parents has been dealing with that all their life, so they pass down their prejudice to you.
Right.
So I feel that's what they have to overcome more than we do mentally.
I agree.
Right. So we need to stop. Let me tell you, if like Section 9 against you, but if this tenant was bad here, that tenant was bad here.
Yep.
Not all my people was bad to me. But it was, I want us to, to get in that habit of thinking that, like, even when Papsi saying she gave up on trying to even reach. No, the two people who think focus on those two let us get out of the habit of clumping everything into that one bala we bad and all of. So we won't make investments, we won't take risks, we won't do choices with our own people. How we gonna move? The solution now is the solution now.
Go ahead, Storm.
No, same part of that is we grew up in the Caribbean knowing it's a small community. We know everybody. Your job usually is based on who you know growing up and who got you a job and all that kind of stuff. Like we grew up in a community. A lot of times they didn't have that opportunity to grow up in that type of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's different being here than being back home. Like it's
I completely agree.
You have to focus on yourself and push yourself and make sure your family do this and make sure your family do that. And
see what another issue is though, being a first generation of immigrants, it's hard because they don't know. They come here and they learn it, and now they have a child here who they didn't have to deal with a lot of stuff that we deal with here as they did in their home country. So now you're trying to help them maneuver, and you're also learning, and you're trying to maneuver in the world, trying to adapt, because you grow up with a strong West Indian or African or whoever household, but now you have to divert and go outside and then try to figure your way out and learn different things. And if your parents are not open to it, how are you going to, And I think it's hard all around.
And like ALMABOY said, we have to stop looking at ourselves from like we're from different places and looking at ourselves as a race, like we are black. And other people don't look at us from. I remember going to New Zealand. I don't remember people bawling, "Oh, you're from the Caribbean." I was black. Like they see us as black.
That's it. That's black.
So we don't see ourselves like that. I see myself as.
So question, right? So these same black people who voted for Trump.
Are we online still? Are we on the show still? Hold on.
I think so.
Nah, I think we'll be back. Karim, are we there?
No, they're still listening. So I think like, okay, you as a black person, you voted for Trump. You get around all of these other people who don't look like you, who also voted for Trump. Do you think that they're looking at you as a Trump supporter, or do you think they're looking at, this N-word.
Some of them is and some of them isn't. That's hard to judge. Some of them is looking at it as Trump support. And I'm not saying every one of Trump supporters are racist. So some of them look at you as
No, they have to be racist. If you agree with somebody about a particular situation all around, you have to be. You might be under the...
I disagree with that. This is why. Because I dead ass think certain people that I admire and look up to is racist, right? But I admire stuff that they've done.
Yes.
And I want to strive to do certain things that they have done.
Yes.
Now, do I agree with all their policies and everything that they do? I do not agree with it. But to say that, vote for them because I believe that they're going to get us out of a particular situation, I would. Besides, and even knowing that they're racist. So I'm thinking that not every one of them is on board with the racism because it's hard to be racist against. That's a lie. You could be racist against black while being black. But I'm saying a lot of them is scared and a lot of them is influenced by the environment that they're in.
Which I feel like they racist. If racist people grew you up, you have racist tendencies. Whether or not you're full blown and you're going to go out there and attack somebody because of their race, regardless. If you can agree with an individual about how he feels about a certain group of people and you agree with it, you have to be racist. And black people can't be racist against their own kind. I don't think so.
Black people can be racist against their own kind. They can. Black people can be racist.
I don't know.
Whether it's overtly.
I think yes, black
against their own people.
Against their own kind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
it can be.
Saying racist, saying prejudice.
Yes.
Say that again, Curtin. I missed that part.
Like using the word racist or being prejudiced.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it the same
Is
thing?
it in the same? Yeah. What do you think?
No.
It's not the same, but being racist is being against a particular group just because they are our skin color.
That's why I say you can be.
But against our own.
No,
you cannot. Like, I can be mad at all black people just because they're black.
Yeah.
That doesn't say
the
that
meaning of racism.
Color.
Okay, go ahead.
It's superiority.
Right.
You cannot. You feel hierarchy. I feel classism.
Right.
Yes, against your own people. You cannot be racist against your own people.
Okay, Janelle. So elaborate on what you're saying.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Janelle, elaborate on what you're saying.
So I feel like for people who are racist, they feel like because who they are, what they look like, what they possess, their skin color especially, makes them higher on the totem pole.
Right.
Against a certain group of people.
Right.
We as black people, we all black people, regardless of where we was dropped off at.
Right.
So we can be classes. We can definitely think that we're higher on the totem pole because we make more money or because we're around an elite group of people. Right. That doesn't make us racist.
So let me ask the one question. Do you think there was at one time where if you're a light skin that you think you're a little bit better than somebody who are dark skin?
Right.
What is that considered?
That's colorism.
That's colorism. Yeah. There's
colorism
and everything.
There's colorism and there's racism. I believe racism is not just you superior, but you also have ill feelings about somebody just because of a particular race that they're from. And that doesn't mean you think you're better than them, just means you really don't like them. So just because of the color of their skin. And I could really not like black people because they're just black.
I think
regardless of what shade they are.
I think Janelle is looking at racism from a dictionary perception, like in the meaning. I see she shook her head like hell no. But I think if you could check, like, let's say the meaning of racism has 6 boxes. If you could check at least 4 out of the 6 boxes, you're a racist. So I think black people can definitely be racist. And like, I've seen black people who don't want to rent their apartment for black people because they're black, right?
Which is
how about the ones that complain that there's no special place for Caribbean on forms? Like they don't want to pick African American.
I'm here for it. Exactly. I've never no. Because if you think about it, right? there's Irish American, there's a this American, there's a that American. I don't know what tribe I came from in Africa because I was taken away from me, but I could definitely pinpoint what country in the West Indies that my family is from. I can definitely do that. Why we can't do that?
I mean, the only thing for me is they say Latino, non-Latino. Like that gets...
Because Latin America, and then they have, I guess, the people from Spain, and then they have the West Indian Hispanics, and then that's a whole different thing between Latin America and
Sexy
and Hispanic.
All right, let me just jump into some.
So here, give a little music.
Let me jump into some chat room comments real quick, and then we'll
and
take a
short break too
after
the chat room.
Sexy 09 said some Black Americans are racist against Black West Indians. Yes, there is definitely. Yes. I don't know if racist is the word, but there is some tension.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first few months I worked in retail here when I got my job at the shoe store. I spent 7 years in that company. I was looked as an other, like sometimes when I'm working, it's like, why is this kid working so hard? Everybody chilling and I'm just there putting in work.
You must be from the Caribbean. You have 9 jobs.
Yeah. yeah. Some of those things I've heard. At one point they used to call me Coconut Kareem, Yeah. But I never really paid attention to it as prejudice, because remember, I come from a country where my kind is in charge. My kind is so. Right. I never really picked it up. It's only after being here for an exposed period you kind of start getting to understand, hey, some of those things was really...
Not only that, in the Caribbean, we custom talking crap about each other. Like So, you're stupid or what? Like, we don't take that stuff personally because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But they do, and they are prejudiced. Like, for example, I remember working in a jewelry store. And the fact that I was Caribbean was a running joke of why I'm going to work harder than everybody else, why I'm going to progress faster than everybody else, why it was just a whole...
So,
mind you, I worked in St. Thomas, which is considered part of the Caribbean.
I
me wasn't from the Caribbean.
I think what the whole thing should be, like for us as Black people, what we should really like is, you see, culture, like learning each other's different culture, as opposed to, we should place a lot more emphasis on that as the, because I'm telling y'all, anywhere we go, we just consider Black.
Yep. Pretty much.
We among ourselves could have the conversation with the different culture, Haitian culture, Grenadian, African, and we all think all Africa is the same. We're supposed to be lacking knowledge about the culture of Africa. We Nigerians and Ghanaians and everybody have their different thing that we never really took the time to dive into.
I don't think it's that. I think it's what society has put out at us.
That's what I mean.
Like I said, I had a coworker. I have a few coworkers that's from different countries in Africa, and one of them continued to say, my house in Senegal, back home in Senegal, and she's like, you have a house? He's like, what do you mean I have a house? She's like, I thought you guys live in huts, and this was like a serious. To me, that was offensive, but I have to dial back and remember this is what she's exposed to. And sometimes I think that's what American Black people lack. They don't want to research. A lot of them don't research about different cultures. They just take for what is on TV, and that's what they're going by.
No,
they don't want to do more of the work.
No.
But
a lot of that about people is not that they don't want to do the work. First of all, the resources to get properly educated. A lot of these people don't even have a computer at their house.
They do.
No, they don't. A lot of them do not have a computer at their home.
They don't need a computer. They have their phone.
No, they have their phone. No.
But I'm saying this is a conversation that was had like recently, like this year.
Right.
You have to understand that we grew up knowing that our island is not the world. Whereas
but that's what I'm saying.
America is the world. Like, I have never experienced that until I got here. Do you know there's a lot of people like in Pennsylvania and New York in different places that's never left their state?
Never left their state, right?
Point.
They haven't traveled.
For us, traveling is a big deal because that's what we see, and we live on a small island, and people fly and come back and do all of that all the time. It's just a different culture. Like, they never had to research anything because everything that they need is right here.
And
so
that's the issue.
They get all the information from TV. They get all the information. It's a different culture. Like, we grew up having to experience different things because we knew that our island was in the world.
Okay, so let's pause. I would love to go. Just two quick comments, and then we're gonna take a music break. Carrie said racism is a psychological thing. I agree. And she said, just like Guyanese, black and Guyanese Indian people, they have like a rift between them. And Sexy 09 said on any form, she always pick other.
I'm going to start doing that, Sexy 09.
Paris said, one person asked me if we wear shoes in the Caribbean. Wow. So let's do this. Let's take the break now. Let's take the break. Otherwise, we'll just keep going. When we come back, we have what? The Bacchanal Corner, and then we have what? The fun topic?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna kind of lighten the mood for the last few minutes on the show. The wake up call. We went virtual this morning. Thank you to everybody who's still locked in. Let's do this.
The wake up call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
This song here happens to be my favorite song right now. This is crazy. When I hear this, I just got to do something. So forgive my behavior. Let's do this.
Sele, Napoli, Tate, Giali, Funa. Napoli, Fuma, Giali, Funa. Louis Sele, Napoli, Tate, Giali, Funa. Louis Sele,
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
GMGT big, 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 where the culture lives. Big, big, vibes big, big, big. GMGT, oh, it is what it is. Smartin.
Okay, now we're back. Good morning to everybody. Morning, Kelly. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for checking in. Hey, Patsy. At work listening. So we're gonna jump into the back in the corner first. Let me put on my team. All right, guys, you're on.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna read it.
You read it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. Back in the corner, in my early 40s. I'm in my early 40s. That sounds like Curtin. And I've been married for and I've been married for 20 years. Definitely sounds like Curtin. My husband is a, so it's a woman. Okay. My husband is a
That sounds like Curtin.
no, that's an assumption. So I'm assuming it's a woman because husband could be, it could be. So let's just say what it is. My husband is a good and decent man, but he's very shy and his shyness spills over into a sex life. When we first met in college, he was great in bed and wasn't ashamed to say what he wanted from me. Nowadays, he doesn't show me any public displays of affection, and the worst part is that he's been acting shy in the bedroom. He darn near asked for permission to have sex with me. If I say I'm tired, he'll just give up. It's as if we just met and he doesn't know me sexually at all. I told him that he needs to be more dominant in the bedroom. I want a tiger. I do not want to be in control. That turns me off. I want a man that can say what he wants and not be so nice about it. I want to be turned on. I want to be excited about sex again. I don't want to cheat. He gets so upset when I tell him what I want in bed. So I've stopped trying. I don't want to divorce my husband of 20 years just so I can have some good sex. Help me. I've tried toys to help me out, but that wasn't enough. What should I do? It's a good one. All right. All right, team. Where are we going with this?
Who wants to go in first? Go ahead.
All right. Where are we going?
Okay, go to Storm. Ladies first.
Trying to find a nice way to say it.
Okay.
After 20 years, you have to either shades out what I want. Obviously, something is happening for them to have a disconnect right now. Because after 20 years, he's supposed to know your body. At least it's supposed to get to the point where it's boring because he knows your body so well. And that's when people are talking about introducing new stuff. She's saying he revert back to even before they just met.
Maybe he is bored.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not hearing her saying, well, I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried that, and he's still. She's just talking about what she wants.
So, what do you think is causing his disconnect as a woman?
You go ahead.
I mean, Curtin, as a woman, you can tell us.
No. Sometimes I put myself there, where he is, and try to get in that, Yeah.
And what have you discovered? Why do men get bored?
That's a good question.
Well, okay, I'm answering it from me based on being in a long relationship.
As an artist.
So I've been in a relationship a long time. I mean, 15 years, considered, right? And I'm hearing her speaking there, and I'm wondering, like, how has she been from now? I mean, from the past. Has she been a certain size? Has she been a certain? Did she used to come out with lingerie and sexy things, and make, was it a two-way street when it comes to that from since back? And have you changed anything now? Like, I know children come into the picture. Yeah, obviously you might put on a little weight here and there. You understand what I'm saying? You might not feel in the mood as much to do the sexy things. And wear certain clothing right now. Maybe just putting on a little sweatpants and come out and chill is normal.
She may have turned.
So I'm saying, yes, I'm saying these are things that people get comfortable. But she's wondering why he not the same. I mean, yeah, he's bored. He can be bored as one. But I'm saying on the other hand, have you just completely let?
Yeah, bored is
have you? Right, but has she? Let me just be real. Did you let yourself go?
All right, I think we're putting all the issues here on the woman.
On her.
Yeah.
Well, yes. I'm not doing that.
Years.
Right. But I'm saying in the sense of,
did she let herself go? Did she stop using lingerie?
She's 40 years old. She's still young.
Yeah, that seems
so.
Like
I'm saying on both ends. Remember, I said both ends. People get comfortable.
Right.
People get rid of. No, she's wondering what is the problem on his part.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm looking at it. Okay, she have a problem with him, right? That's what she's saying.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to put it in perspective. Aren't they comfortable enough for him to be honest with her to say, well, babes, because I know some people up on your woman and how she is. He probably made it not, he seemed like this shy, cool guy for all this long time. May not want to come out and say, babes, what I find, the weight, no, I like how you get, I like how you. If it's that for him, I'm not saying for me, it could. The people have those issues.
That says now he's almost asking permission, and I think that's what I'm going off of. Because after 20 years, a guy don't ask for permission to try to have sex with you. They kind of just run you down, and you gotta be like, no. So
that's called rape, man.
That's why I'm kind of putting it on a call. Like, what
wow.
Now he feels that he has to ask, because she said in the beginning he didn't. He was quite comfortable saying
that's how you get
was,
now?
but now he's like, okay, can I even touch you? So there had to be something that happened. That's where I'm going off of. Not that, it's always a woman's fault or it's her fault.
Storm, that's how you
like Sexy09 said, seems like they both stopped doing the things that they did to get each other. Their chemistry is lost somewhere in the song.
So Storm, you like to be ran down? Oh no, don't catch me.
No.
Oh look. I tripped and fell. You can catch me now.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't let me help you with that. Leave my clothes on. Oh, just turn the button. Oh, leave my
Carry me going in, boy.
Yeah. Anyway. So my take on this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point did he switch from being this outgoing toiger when everything was nice and toy, right? And now he went from being a toiger to a putty tat, right?
Right.
Okay, Sylvester.
So what caused that change? That's what I would like to know.
They lost something. Something got lost in the sauce. Chemistry, because let me tell you something. If you touch me in certain places, I'm like, okay.
So,
why? Where's her button?
After 20 years, you're supposed to know my. Like I have one and also.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying.
So to all the ladies to all the women that's listening right now, if that was you in that situation, what would you do?
I go in and find somebody to get my button.
All right. Okay. What are you doing?
CONSUELA.
What are you doing?
CONSUELA.
Nope. She's as real as it gets. Let's go. Your turn. Your turn, Storm.
Me?
Yep. Yeah, say it, Storm. Come on, you could do it. Say it. Say it.
I would get
what would you do?
Like I don't know. I would try my best, but after I don't know. It depends on the person. Like I'm not cheating.
What would you do, Storm? What would you do?
I don't know.
What would Storm do? Storm going and look for a next man to touch she button. And she coming back home, baby. You want me to cook for you? Yes, that's Storm. Storm don't want to say it. I got you. I got you.
Is that grounds for divorce? Like if you get to that?
Yes, if it gets to the point where you're not doing anything for me, that's grounds for me.
Right. What if he's checking off all the other boxes, but that's just the one box that's not being checked?
No. The same way if I wasn't bullying him, booming, because if I wasn't booming him this whole time, he would have found ground. It didn't matter if I was watching the kids, if he was going out with his buddies and watch football games.
Does he
the house was clean. I was ironing his drawers for work in the morning. It wouldn't matter if I was checking all those boxes. If he feel like I wasn't satisfying him sexually and he decided to go out there, that doesn't mean anything. So if he can do it, I can do it.
All right, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, if your husband is checking everything off for you but the sex part, is it okay to have somebody else fulfill that and keep a relationship?
Yes.
You agree, Storm. What about you, Consuela?
Yes, sir, Bob.
Yes, sir. Okay. What says you, Curtin?
If I'm checking off, we'll put it out. No, I'm just saying we putting it. Are you hearing me clear? Like,
yeah, we hearing you.
Yeah. So can I allow if I'm not putting on the work right or
right.
stuff, and she's doing everything well,
right,
and everything else, can I allow her to go there and have? Nah, I can't do it.
No, okay. I changed my mind.
So for you,
let me say this. I am not gonna go out there because I'm looking at other relationships that I've had. I'm not gonna go out there and have a guy on the side and still keep this guy checking all the boxes. I'll have to get a toy or something. Or I'm gonna say those other boxes doesn't matter as much as this particular big, huge, giant size box.
Let me tell you something. For the first, I'll be nice, 3 months.
No,
hold on. And I have invested in, so after all of that time now, and now 3 months later, I invested in the toy. It's but so much the toy could do.
I could go a year.
If the toy can replicate certain things. I'm just saying.
No.
I could go a year. I have made it a year. I can go a year. I think after that point, it was dead anyway, and I should not have gone that year.
Let me say something, all right? And I'll be like, I've never asked my wife for a threesome. I've never asked her for a threesome because I feel if I ask her for a threesome, she has the right to ask me back for a threesome too with an ex. So anything I'm willing to ask. I'm just telling you, anything I am willing. Anything I know, if she comes to me and asks me for it,
yeah,
and I say, but I'm saying I wouldn't ask for it because I say I can't handle you asking me for that, right? So the point going, huh?
I'm listening. I'm just here taking notes right now, guys.
Oh, I bet you are.
No, what I'm willing. I'm always what I'm willing to ask for. I ought to be willing
to give up.
You're not answering the
give what I'm willing to give. Yeah.
Implied that.
No. Well, listen. The conversation is a mutual conversation that came up.
Correct. So let me tell you, if I ask for a threesome with another woman, and my wife have to come back, she had to ask for a threesome with another woman too. It's the same thing I asked for. The same thing I asked for, she had to ask for it.
So if she asks for a threesome with another man,
if she asks for a threesome with another man, that's something we had to do. But if
Do you think the guy has a medical problem?
Wait.
No.
No, I have to ask though.
Yeah. No, that's something that's gonna have to be considered.
So because you want to I want. So
no, let me tell you
well,
something.
Exactly.
Let me like way back. I don't think I've admitted that to many people, but I've been in a situation where it's two guys and one girl, and yeah, it wasn't my girlfriend, but that was like a few. Yo, them American girls was crazy, bro. A few months into here, yeah. And I think that's kind of why I kind of eased off them girls. Them girls is crazy. So yeah, I mean, it happened, and yeah, I've had that sexual encounter. I can't even.
That sounds fun.
Listen,
I have a certain family member that a guy that tell me, but I can't do it.
It's
you say never say never, but I no.
Trust me, that was one I've never done it after. It was crazy, or literally crazy, cause I got to tell you all this story offline at some point.
Yes,
that was wild.
I'm sure the chat room wants to hear it. No.
Nah. I can't put that out there. We live on Facebook too. I'll probably keep that inside Mixcloud, but I can't put that on Facebook.
Kareem, you gotta start a fans for what is it? A fans only page.
OnlyFans.
We've been trying to convince them.
Let's just say in the middle of me doing my thing with her, my homeboy just came and he occupied whatever else was available. Yeah, so just well, whatever she had left available, I was like, wow. I was like, y'all Americans are different.
Okay, visually speaking, were you able to
what?
Climax.
No, that kind of killed it for me. I told you I've never ever even tried or felt like I needed to be in a situation like that anymore.
Damn, he couldn't let you just let one off real quick and then he could occupy whatever.
I think
that was a selfish friend.
No. He wasn't selfish because I think I was just the collateral there because she was really into him, and it seems like that was her thing. She seemed like she was enjoying it. I was like, whoa. I was like, damn. Yeah. So
well.
Yeah. So like
that's how I feel.
It was a crazy. But in terms of
I wish I was a fly on that wall.
I've seen situations where like multiple guys to one woman, but it was like kind of like when the so-called run the train type thing where one goes in.
I've never
see, if I was a guy, I want to be the first one in and the first one out.
Nah, I don't even want to be a part of that shit. I never was even a part of that.
Yeah, so
y'all can do whatever. I've been there, done that. I ain't got nobody else's juices, leftovers, nothing on me. Okay.
There was a situation like that happened a couple of years ago in PBC. There was after intercall, one of the girls from one of the teams came back up to the school, and it became a very big thing. A couple of athletes got into trouble.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the team was sleeping in the school, and then after the games one night, I guess one of the guys brought this girl over. I don't know if it became kind of sexual assault situation, but a few of them went and so. You know, I think a lot of these things are taboo because people don't really talk about it. Like this is kind of like the first time I've ever like mentioned, besides the people who were in that room that night. This is the first time I've spoken about it. Wow. But it wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah. It was she. Yeah. Let me just stop there. Moving on.
Yeah. Go back to the letter. This question, this thing that Mango is what? Who's that?
Mango's 5.
Do you think the guy? Do you think the guy has a medical problem and he's shy? You know, I didn't think about that too. Like,
first of all, we've been together for 20 years. Why are you afraid to tell me that your cookers can't stand?
I don't.
that could be a problem.
But no, that is something in back. No, listen, man, and the pride and ego and stuff. Like,
hold up, I was monitoring Facebook, but I didn't realize Patsy said, "Kareem, you have to sit and watch." Oh, what the hell did I do now?
Watch her with another
man. You don't have to take part. Wow. Hey.
No, but
hold up.
Guys did that. Like, there's always stories about, you know, like they watching blues and all kind of stuff together. I'm like,
I could watch blues with you if you mind. Yeah, I could definitely watch that.
No, if you are with me, but I'm saying younger guys sit in a group and watch it together.
Let me
that I heard.
Let me give Patsy this. Because you, my friend, are the real MVP.
Yes, listen, Storm. When you're young and you're energy, you stay young and you're excited and you get a chance to watch a blues. You think I really did care if I was sitting down next to anybody that like any guy? Like I zone them out so on that action.
Yeah.
You know, young and excited. You thinking about at the time when it being young. You thinking about sitting down with.
You know something? A gentleman asked me last night, why does women believe that they're more valuable, like their vagina is more valuable than men's penises? That is why. I've never recalled getting that excited to watch it, and I could sit down with a group of girls and watch it and zone them out and just focus on that.
Because our brains don't work like that.
We play.
We in a session. I vex with you. She don't like you right now. Sorry.
So I
don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's how I'm saying. Like, there's a lot.
I might want it,
but I have never had the urge to do that, and that is exactly why.
For some reason, I think I silenced my camera. I don't know how I did it. I'm trying to fix it. Forgive me. I'm trying to turn it back on.
You loud and clear though. So.
Yeah. That's not a big.
Got you.
There's this one person here, Miss Carrie Mitchell. She don't ever say much. I never know when she's listening, but anytime like a juicy topic or something about food come up, she just comes out of the woodwork.
Hi, Carrie.
She's like, whoa. Let me tell you.
Leave it up to Patsy. Lord Jesus.
Because
what did you say? I can't read it.
Because man penis can die, woman vagina will live forever.
I don't know about that. There's a couple of women in menopause that would slap you right now.
Let me tell you something.
Working
where I work, there's a lot of older men who are in their 60s and 70s, and they're willing to pay $400, $500 for 5 or 6 pills to help it stand up. And there's women who's 60 and 70 years old on birth control. You hear me?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, they still getting it on. That's goals for me. I don't know about y'all. That's goals for me.
No, but
I'll take my quickie in a second.
Like going through menopause, you dry up and it's very uncomfortable. So we can't go forever. We just
she can. They have medicine, okay, to make sure that she is lubricated as often as she needs to be lubricated during a session, honey. You understand? I will be 85 years old, and if I can lift up a leg, guess what I'm doing?
Lifting the leg up.
Hell yeah. I will be willing to pay $400, $500 for at least, a session once a week.
Let's pull it back here now. So let's pull it back to the back in our corner.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the solution? Like, she decided she doesn't want to get a divorce. She doesn't want to cheat. If we were going to have an adult conversation about this situation,
I would say that she needs to try.
Storm, you hearing me?
Yes.
You're the wife. I'm the husband. Talk to me about this.
Okay, I would say
no. Storm.
Hi.
Stop.
Talk to your husband, please. Talk to your husband.
Talk to your husband.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, I am Kareem. We've been together for 20 years. I used to lay the pipe good on you in the first few years. Over the last 2 or 3 years, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like I'm interested in having sex with you anymore. I ask your permission, right? I don't take control. And you're coming to me because you're fed up and you don't want to cheat on me anymore. And you don't want to bring anybody from the outside into the relationship. You want to stay married. You don't want to cheat. Let's talk.
I love you, but we gotta get divorced.
Oh wow.
Shit. Damn, not even.
Damn.
Like,
why?
I feel like point if I'm coming to you like that, I have tried the laundry, I've tried like going on vacation, I've tried all of that at this point.
Okay.
I've been like, if you like it shaved, I shaved it. If you like it grown out, I grow it out. Like I've done everything I could do to get you in that space. And if you're not getting in that space, then I have to ask you, are you cheating on me?
No, babe, I'm not.
Why is it that what's wrong?
I don't know. It's like, for whatever reason, the passion is not there anymore, and I don't even think it's you. I think it's something I have to work on.
So let's go to therapy.
Okay, that's a good start. I think I don't want to lose the marriage either, but I think therapy would be a good start.
Therapy didn't work. Where are we now?
No. We talking here. Don't jump the gun. You
have sex here real quick.
You want to try a quickie right now and see if you can, get I have 119 seconds in me right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. So that's a good start.
So let me just ask Tom a question as a therapist, right?
Okay.
Tom, now you say you don't like to be the aggressor. Why can't you try that now? Why can't you take control? I'm asking you to make things like, let's say he has.
I feel at this point in the conversation, I have tried everything. Like I've tied you up.
Okay.
I've done the laundry.
No, but you said you say you don't want to be. So even that, you reluctant to be the.
I said that I don't want to be the aggressor. I said I like being chased, and in certain situations, I like being the aggressor as well. Like it depends on the person. Right. It depends on my mood.
Okay.
And do you like being chased?
Do I like being chased? She
sounds like she needs to get
yeah. I'm talking to the husband and the wife now. Karim, do you like? No, I'm. Do you want things switch up a bit where she takes control?
I do like a balance. I don't like to be the only one that's making a move. I want to lie down and wake up and see my something in somebody's, mouth in the morning or something like that. Yeah. I don't want to always have to be the one to make
the dingly thing in the back of your throat.
So yeah. So I'm saying the beginning it was all good. Like you were going after it with her. You didn't wait for her to make that move. Did at any point did you get tired of always making the move or
yeah, was it a little bit? I felt like if I didn't make the move, nothing was happening.
Not. Oh, okay. Because I know sometimes stuff like that really do happen.
Yeah.
I mean, where people get comfortable in the roles that they play and it's just what is expected. So I'm now asking you guys, are you willing to do reverse roles? Are you willing to get out of the bedroom? Are you willing to, in the car one day y'all driving? Are you guys willing to do all the doing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. At this point of a conversation, like I have tried almost everything. Hell, I would have bought a suit, any suit that you wanted at that point. Like any
okay.
We would have done anything, take vacations. I would spend my last savings if you want to do it on an airplane. And like we've tried everything at this point.
So you're committed.
Right.
You're committed.
Right. Yeah, so I was just thinking on the fact that what is your effort like with him, like sometimes you think along the lines of what you want, right? It's just plain out. This is what you want. So again, Karim, what do you want? She's asking you that now. What do you really want?
I don't know. Like I said, I wanna keep working on it. But I really would like for her to start showing some interest without me always having to make the first move.
Well, we just said that I showed
Well, she thinks
I tied you down.
Right, she thinks.
She thinks. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
She thinks. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And one end, you think that you're doing all this.
Yeah.
You think that you're doing certain things that
I've had this situation in real life where you think you're doing a lot until somebody points out and like, hey, this is not really.
Well, I'm asking you what it is can do for you. You're saying I don't know. I can't. I can't work with that. I can't do anything if you don't.
Baby, I need you to bring 2 extra women home for me tonight. Not 1, 2.
2 extra.
2.
I can work with that, but what for me getting in?
Oh wow.
Okay.
Hey.
And you have a hard time with just me, like how we adding.
So let me see. 119 divided by 3 is what?
I think he going pro.
119 divided by 3 is what?
Oh shoot.
Dude, right now you on 0, 0, 0, 0. Like I tell my girlfriends, I think you're gonna perform.
Ooh, that's hurtful. My God.
Almost 40 each of them game. My 40
Yeah,
seconds.
40 seconds.
That is the most.
I will leave the 39 for Storm. 40, 39.
40.
You're not getting on.
Well, yeah, but then, listen, really and truly, I mean, if communication doesn't work with this, because again,
I think
sometimes
it has to be something communicated. You're right.
Try
Communicate.
because I haven't heard that she said that she have to try different things, and maybe her attitude changed. So why he feel he have to ask for sex now? So I feel she should try several things. They should try therapy. They should try all of that. But to say if a guy is not handling me in the bedroom, period, I feel like I've tried everything. I've asked you what you want. You're not able to communicate that. It's just to the point where we're stuck. We already did therapy. We already did that.
You don't know what else to do.
I will go on an eat, pray, love journey. No, I'm serious. I will go on vacation for a year to find myself, because obviously something lacking. Find myself.
Yeah, but it may not even
go
be
on my
you.
little celibacy. But I'm saying, because now I feel like to an extent you have to find yourself. You have to find like what truly makes you happy, because sex ain't the end all be all. But I just feel like y'all probably need that time away from each other.
I think Storm
and when y'all see each other again,
I think Storm has a different opinion. Her eyes opened
I'm
wide.
gonna go on the eat, pray, love journey. I'm gonna go travel.
Let me ask you a question when it comes to passion. And do you feel with time like you have to work more at keeping the passion alive?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because it was natural that certain things was just in the beginning was like a fire was just burning naturally, like, and I think, and I'm wondering if people expect that fire to just as it was.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Without really, so when it starts to fade a little, like, I'm not feeling this.
That's when the people get divorced, because it's just like it's too much work to actually put in actual work into this relationship.
But some people are naturally passionate people. Like I find that me in almost every aspect of my life, like I don't have to try that hard to get passion for something.
But I'm talking about when it comes to sex now. It's kind of like
10 years, and even though at the end of that I was dead upset with my husband with certain things, that part of it never died for me. For him, it was different because, like I had a nasty attitude at a certain point. But for me...
Wow, a woman took some blame. Damn, y'all mark this on the calendar. A woman accepted fault in something. Shoot. Y'all, mark this date. Mark this date.
He did. I was upset. But I would still want to have sex with him and then just go sleep in a different room after.
Oh yeah, you gotta get your rocks off.
Want me for my body.
Yeah. So again, like even with this question, and I heard it, even with the answers with that letter where I got it, right? A lot of if I say to you no, Storm, or in the therapy session, and I say, and Kareem says to you, well, I'm not attracted to your physical appearance anymore. I think you're not the same. And the reason I haven't left or I haven't think it because I understand why you got that way. I understand the kids. I understand work. I understand, but I can't help it. Is that I saw you this way in the first few years, and it's kind of hard for me to tell you that because
of plastic surgery. So if you want to pay for it, no, I am being 100 here. If you check off every other box, like you're a great provider, you hold me down, I talk to you, you're my best friend, you're a good dad to my children, like you check off every other box, like more or less, and your thing is that my belly too big, it would be good.
Right. because it seems like everything is going well except that physical intimacy for them. I'm just saying. It seems like
I'm being 100 here. If your problem where I cannot have like regular good loving is that I grow a stomach now, I am not one of them people to be like, well, I had your children, so that's why my belly big.
Hello, listen, I'm willing for you to suck all of this out, okay?
Like you could have it, baby. Like I wasn't willing to lose my belly for you.
So are people willing to have those conversations over time? Like when, that's one of the things I'm wondering too.
But that's if you have a real,
obviously things.
No, forget about all that. If you can sleep with somebody, you should never be afraid to ask them for something.
Right.
Like you're giving them the most
intimate
thing from you. Babe, I need $30K to get rid of this stomach. That's an issue. I can see the way you look at me. My lingerie don't fit the way it used to.
I can't promise you that I'm going to go on a diet and work out for this. But I could say, hey,
we don't have the money for surgery.
Well, then you have a problem, sir.
Are you going to work out with me?
So then, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I say. Are you willing to go that length because you think it's a superficial thing and it's, are you willing to? Are you willing? I'm just asking. People ask that question.
I know, but workout. You have to understand my relationship.
But that's what
like.
It's not
so
happening.
Then you're willing. You're not happening. You're not happening for us to save the relationship. You ain't going to go the extra mile because that I'm doing everything else for you, and this is the only thing I'm asking you now to. Everything else is perfect in our relationship, and I'm asking kids are grown, and yes, things career-wise, everything is different now. But I'm asking you to make time to. I'll even do it with you. I'll work out with you, and then would you is that something that you can say yourself, okay, I'm going to do this to make this work?
I can say I'm willing to try, but I'm not a gym person, and you changing the essence.
I know, but you wasn't. You wasn't. You're right, but a lot of things we were not when we just got into the relationship. We were when we got into the relationship, and things change, and I accept that. I'm just saying, for me, that will make a difference. I like my old ladies, My wife lose weight and I just get highs with her how she walking and I vex about that. But I'm saying I know there's others who place emphasis on that physical. This is what they want and that's it. And they're keeping themselves in shape and you kind of let yourself go. Whether it be the man or the woman. Either way, both sides. Are we willing?
Under the knife, I cannot. I am going to be lying if I say I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to working out and staying in shape. Like it's not going to happen.
But it's not. So then you're not as that. So you're not as dedicated as you think to that person.
No, there's a limit. Everybody has the limit, and that's hers.
Yes.
Right. But I'm saying
in summary of what we just said, what I think the general point is that communication is what's going to unlock.
Definitely.
There needs to be some kind of conversation, and I think it could be more a problem on the man's side and the woman, but it's nice to hear that some of y'all are willing to cheat to correct it, but the general consensus was that it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. I think people don't like to deny how important sex is in a relationship.
I don't have sex. I'm a born again virgin. right? So
Well,
I don't know.
that's crazy.
I don't know what y'all talking
but
about.
I mean,
as we
doing
talk
the
about
Lord's
this,
work.
yeah. Doing the Lord's work, it's tough.
Yeah.
There was
163 seconds.
No. It's
19. 119.
Do not mix it up, please. 119 seconds, another second more. Doing the Lord's work
to the next topic,
is tough. So we only have a few minutes before we wrap up. Making the rounds from around Thursday into the weekend, there was a popular local artist who was exposed on social media. There was a picture of him, I think, having a salad.
Yankee boy, that cut us off, boy. Knew he was about to talk about it.
No. We're still on, aren't we?
Yankee boy, get to us real quick.
No, we on.
He's like, not today.
Tell him we in. Tell him we in. Just everybody wave hands.
What? Y'all not hearing me?
Can't hear you.
I don't know why.
Can't hear you.
Yeah. I got that part. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and
he mute his mic. I could see the symbol.
Oh yeah. Is that?
No, I don't
think he did.
So.
So they can hear us, but he can't hear. Well, we can't hear him.
Okay. Yeah,
there we go.
Back S.
Yeah. So, So this SOCA artist's picture was exposed, leaked on social media, and he was pretty much having a fruit salad.
A very healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, he was having a fruit salad on some lady's vagina.
Yes.
I don't know if that's necessarily the right utensils to be having a salad on, but anyway, that's his thing. It was I think pineapples, some grapes, and some whipped cream.
Yes.
And
some pineapples and whipped cream.
So in response to that, his current woman also released a video.
And I know where that house is too. That's crazy.
Oh wow. She called him and told him, I'm putting your stuff out, come pick it up. And when he arrived, she had the camera going and pretty much put that whole scenario on video and released it.
Posted it to Facebook.
Posted it also.
See, that's the real bacchanal corner.
So what I'm saying though, but how in the video, I'm looking at the video, it's like she heard it from her family that he's on.
So apparently the picture was posted.
Yeah.
And apparently, because he is a celebrity,
popular
in our community, he's popular. I guess a lot of family members got in contact with her about this picture.
Okay.
Apparently, she saw the picture eventually and said to him to come pack your ish up. Matter of fact, come pick it up.
Come pick it up.
It's downstairs. He pulls up to the house. He opens the door, and he proceeds to take his belongings from out of this house. As she's throwing more stuff from at the top of the staircase down to the bottom of the staircase. The whole time, though, she hurting. She want him back.
So let me.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That's not making sense.
As a woman, Storm, would you do that?
No, but
that's too much work.
Go ahead, sir.
Sorry. I don't understand. Like, your boyfriend got exposed for something he did. I don't know if he was cheating or if he claimed he wasn't cheating because they weren't together at the time. That's his words.
At the time.
Right?
Right.
Don't know if that's true or not. But anyway.
She's embarrassed and she wants to embarrass him. That's
yeah, but she make herself. It was to me more.
I didn't know she existed.
I
don't even know who the hell she is.
You didn't know she existed, but she knows she existed, and all her family and her friends know that she exists.
Okay,
but
now I know who she is.
Right, but let me ask all that.
Yeah.
You feel most men looking at the Yankee in a sort of, I'm just and people in general. How do you think most people, as opposed to her? How do you think? Let's get into society judgmental kind of mind right now.
Judgmental? I don't think it's judgmental.
Put it like that.
I'm looking at her like she's silly for doing that. No, you bringing attention to yourself that wasn't warranted.
Well,
What?
it was. Say that again.
I said she's bringing attention to herself that wasn't warranted.
Yeah.
You don't need that type of attention.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, but I'll be lying to say I don't enjoy watching it.
So that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't care enough. Not that I don't care enough. You embarrass me. Alright, cool. But now we already know how fast social media is like a wildfire.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna go embarrass myself. But the lucky thing is we don't really know who she is because she never showed herself.
Trust me, some people already done
But
their
that's
research.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's too much work. I don't like work.
Yeah, but I didn't find that was embarrassing to him. I just find she just made the situation now more open and embarrassing to herself and her. It's just like, what's the sense? Like just call it George. You take your. But
and you not like that, I have
at the same point, have the moment. I could see in the moment, but not even to think about taking your camera. That's thoughts, eh? That is. Now you're thinking, even though it's irrational, you actually think. In the moment, I could see some people when they just find out they pelt something at you or they the kind of how you can see that, but I don't understand putting you on video and trying to, because
that didn't make sense.
I just,
Like, I think it's guys get away with that a lot, and
guys, girls, whoever.
But that's how she feels about it. She feels like she's highlighting it, and she feels like she's embarrassing him because he embarrassed her. That's how she feels about it. And you could say that at the moment, that's what you're thinking, but women stew about that shit for hours and days. You understand what I'm saying? So all those days later is still in the moment for her. Like, she didn't get over it 2 seconds later and go, well, that happened last week. She's still stewing, and that's still in the moment for her. And she's hurt and she's embarrassed, and that's how she retaliates on that situation.
So it's all about the revenge.
Yeah, because in that moment,
I feel like in any situation, in any relationship, if you hurt me, I want you to hurt as bad as you hurt me, even though it might be embarrassing myself.
Yeah, she's not thinking about embarrassing her.
So no, like for her, after the fact, you think she felt better? Like, would you feel better after doing? I'm just asking for y'all who.
No,
I don't think she did.
It doesn't make you feel better, and you get a little bit of sense of but it doesn't. Like a week later, 2 weeks later, she's even more upset at herself than she was to find out that he did that.
Okay.
It's just like, if somebody kills somebody that you love and you know them, right? Because we see it on TV all the time. Whatever the case may be, when they finally get the moment to kill the person that killed their loved one, there's no satisfaction. It's like, okay, it's done. But all of that pain, that hurt, it's not bringing that person back. That situation is already happened. It's done. It's dealt with. Why are you going and beat a dead horse?
Let me ask a question. When did social media become the outlet for everybody's dirty laundry?
Everybody wants to feel validated. I will never stop saying that. Everyone wants to feel validated.
Like, why?
Social media makes people feel validated. Like, somebody cares enough about you and your situation and whatever it is that you're going through.
I guess it's a case of accepting the good with the bad of social media. It's like, we have a lot of. Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't understand it. I can't just. Let me
tell you, the only thing that can come out of that for this guy, I think, is positive because
of course,
a lot of people is looking him up who's probably never heard of him before.
A
lot of people is probably listening to his songs now and wondering. Some people probably gonna even play his song now and say, "Hey, all you know about this guy here?"
Giving him popularity. So I believe, like, in a moment,
can I?
Go ahead.
Can I be honest?
Yeah. You have a tape you're about to release?
Yankee Boy is a character.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever put out the first picture, I was thinking was all planned. Like, in my mind, like at first, I didn't put it out. Maybe not, right?
Right.
But I thought originally it was all a gimmick. It was all a plan, and it works, and it worked.
Oh yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
People are talking about
Yankee,
it.
yeah. If anybody knows Yankee Boy in the New York City area or wherever, Yankee Boy will do anything.
Yeah.
Like he's just that type of character, and it's not out of. You don't have no shame in it. You don't have no.
Right.
You understand?
That's just who he is.
So, right. So that was the first thing that came to my mind without I say, look at that boy. If it's either way, whether he planned it or didn't plan it, it's gonna work out for him.
Right. I think it's gonna work out for him.
Yeah.
Out for him.
Huh?
Yeah, she should not have done that. Like it's like
unless she's
she
on
maybe it was in on it. She's on it.
Unless she's in on it too.
I tell you that I'm not putting in this
crazy
era.
is-
It's hard for me.
Yeah, it didn't look
No.
like putting
Yeah,
the
how
but the
crazy
whole
it
time
is.
he was screaming, "Where the passport? Where you going in COVID times? Where you going that you need your passport? Where are you going?"
Like how crazy
you going?
it
maybe
is.
he have another salad teeth. You don't know.
How
It's a shame we're in this era when now we have to question.
yeah, we have to question
Everything.
everything. It's like we're not even sure if this is a real thing.
Right, that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
Entertainment purposes, like I enjoyed watching it, but like to say, I have had my stuff put out twice.
Wait, you had your stuff put out twice? What stuff? Storm, you have a video out there?
I don't want you to love me that much that you're gonna put my shit out. Nope.
Storm,
What
you have
I'm
But didn't this situation
Storm, you have
happen
a video out there?
Somebody put you out.
another DJ
Somebody put you out stuff.
like last year or a year before? The same situation.
Storm, you have
I
something
know. I
out
know
there?
it with him. Yeah.
Storm, are you hearing us, Storm?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it seemed like you're frozen.
Yes, because
I'm trying to save you.
it did happen. So, okay, so I've been
Twice.
Damn, Storm. What kind of WAP you working with, Storm?
twice. My first marriage was 6 months. And I call him Henry effing Marshall. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
6 months was worse than my 10 years with Sean. So 6 months and we were having issues. We were already broken up, like moving. I was on vacation. That was the last straw. When I came back to create a scene in the neighborhood, this dude was
Wait, you came back to create a scene?
no. When I came back to get my stuff, because I went on vacation and when I was like, okay, when I come back, we'll get my stuff and all that kind of stuff. On my way there, I called him and said, I'm coming for my stuff and all that kind of stuff. A guy was with me to pick up to carry on my stuff. This dude stood up on the balcony on top by where our bedroom is and started throwing.
Woo!
Wait.
I was 18 years old at the time. This dude started throwing my shit. Hey, I swear to God, I should write a book. This dude started throwing my shit like over and try and pick out all my underwear and stuff like that. And the biggest ones are the straight over the balcony. And he's yelling, screaming, and he's cussing. And he's like, I'm going to call the police for you. It was bad.
No, when you said put out, I thought you had a sex tape out there. I didn't realize you're talking about physically put out. I mean, I thought,
What's that face?
yeah. I was like, all right, Storm has a sex tape out there. Let me go xvideos.com, search Stormy.
But Jay, yeah, that did happen.
Then I would be like,
Another DJ the other day, like last year, year before.
Nah, that
Another popular DJ.
That's more than 3 years at least already.
Yeah.
You
no,
talking
so what year that was?
That
Isn't
had
that
to
the
be
one where she put the stuff out and she damaged his car?
yes, I saw that one.
That's who Freeze you're talking about?
No,
Nah,
Rigo.
But he had a tape.
Rigo.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So a put-out
Yeah,
tape is just as valuable as a sex tape right
Yeah,
now.
but Rigo didn't need that though. Rigo has been an established DJ before that, so he didn't need that to get.
No, but that's what I'm saying in the sense of these females putting out these videos to try to embarrass them. Whole time they embarrassing themselves. It don't make sense.
Okay, yeah. I know. Well, people claim that Freeze claimed to fame was after his tape. After he dropped his tape, that's when everybody started paying attention. So
what tape Freeze up?
Freeze had a tape on a sex tape.
A Yeah, he had a
yeah, and that was about 4 years ago.
I always last in these things. I don't believe the
I'm telling you, we're not creating sex tapes no anymore because they're so common. We're creating put-out tapes.
So only help me to the next plan before my album drops. Let us work on something as a GMGT team.
Tell your wife.
Let us figure out something as a team.
So listen, I have the perfect thing in mind, Curtin, right? So we're gonna act like you didn't know. So we have the security cameras in here. We're gonna catch you and your wife on the security cameras, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna put that out.
I like
right? And that's gonna be the tip.
And then we put cameras on.
Alright.
Yeah. Huh?
Alright.
Yeah. So
I'll be done with that. I'm done with that.
Alright, okay, good. So right before the next album drop, alright? That's what we're gonna do.
Right, sir.
All right, guys. I think it's about time to say goodbye. That virtual show wasn't too bad.
No, we made it through, man.
Yeah, we made it through, and it was good. Storm, Consuela, thank you guys for checking in this morning. I think we're gonna be virtual on Wednesday again.
Right. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna give y'all a different robe.
And then. By then we should have all the results back in, and we should figure out our next plan of attack.
Yes,
guys, we're gonna pretty much be virtual until everything is back to normal, until we get everybody's results. Like I said, we had a COVID scare at the studio, and we're just taking precautions to make sure everybody stays safe. And that's why we decided to do the virtual show this morning. I didn't see much of Molly this morning. I saw her checking at one point, and then she disappeared. So Molly, we hope you're out there. We hope everything is good.
She's probably at work. She's probably on audio. Knowing her.
Shout out to everybody else who checked in. Squeaky, Spiceman,
Silence,
DJ Hurricane, Patsy,
Lorraine, Kelly.
Yep, the whole crew. Sexy 09,
Hurricane.
Yeah, Mangoes. There a few people in this morning. So, guys, as always. We appreciate you guys. If y'all want to stay locked in, we have the audio at GMGT.LIVE. You can go check. You know what? We had a BOGO sale on some of our old items on the website on Friday, and I think only one person took advantage of it. So we're gonna.
I did not see that.
Yeah. I guess because of everything that's happening, we didn't have a chance to really ramp it up. But we're gonna run another sale around Black Friday for some of the older inventory, and we should have the new inventory dropping sometime this week. So let's
you gotta say spring 2020. We're doing fall 2020.
Yeah, so we're
okay. You gotta be up on the merch.
Yeah.
So we have sale on fall gear. We'll be bringing out
spring gear. We have sale on spring gear right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fall gear should be dropping sometime later this week. We'll let y'all know. All right. So
all right.
Guys, have a enjoyable rest of the day. We're gonna be
be careful in the wind.
I think
y'all don't get blown away.
I think we're gonna be virtual again tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday for the morning show.
Wednesday.
The Tuesday shows will go ahead because that team wasn't a part of the contact with so we're gonna have the shows tomorrow, and then we'll figure out where we go from there. So to everybody who's locked in, have a great day. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. On behalf of the team, Kareem, ALMABOY, Storm, Consuela, we're about to be out and see y'all tomorrow, and hopefully we see y'all again on Wednesday for the virtual edition of the Wake Up Call. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Tap the screen. Tap the screen.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Good music, good times.